much.
I'm quite jealous, really. I don't have any salt and vinegar Pringles.
Well, they were a present for my birthday, so I shall eat them all before my birthday.
How many did they give you, by the way?
6 packs.
Of 200 grams?
The big ones. How much they weigh?
200 grams. 200 grams. Yeah.
200 grams. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
All right.
You could get a 19. You could get a 19 pack. I looked at the image of the 19 pack. I was like,
God.
why isn't it 20? It's 5 rows of 4. Why isn't it 20? They seem to have like taken one out and mangled it all up.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is a 3x2.
But anyway,
Yeah, no, I don't know. All this. Wow.
Leave still a feedback. Right, so I'm putting 3 stars in for that.
Now, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with them, themselves. I bought a pack of Pringles a while ago, and they were all destroyed. Like, all the Pringles were, like, just destroyed in the box, and I was sort of like, And they tasted alright, but I couldn't eat them out the pack. I had to pour them into a bowl, and then just pour them straight into my mouth. Oh my word, there are 3,000 people waiting at Nunbury Hub.
Is this the same multiplayer server that I nuked last time?
Yes.
Nuked? What? Nuked? What do you mean nuked?
Don't say nuked.
Is it worth me starting a new company or joining an existing one?
Well, you can come back. I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind, but whichever you want to do is fine. I mean, a lot of this is we haven't played it in quite a while, so.
I'll join the same.
Oh, good. And he's joining us again. Hooray!
I'm sure I won't
Hooray.
crash any planes this time.
Well, we are a lot richer. We're a lot further through the game. It all gets much easier.
I have 500,000.
How do you even expand at this point?
Well, we haven't used close to all of the resources there are. I mean, there's an iron mine here. But what happens is you now start to pick the stuff that's a bit less optimal. How are we all anyway?
Good. Good, thank you.
Did you get any snow down south?
Not a drop.
Oh.
As far as I know.
Surely one does not get a drop of snow. One gets a...
Dribble.
No, it's I don't know what it is. An inch, I suppose.
Have you had more snow then?
Yeah, we had another 6 inches.
Oh,
Shit.
that's disappointing.
Well, not for me. And we've got 4 more days of snow coming up as well.
You've got 4 days of snow.
Yep.
Lauren, we're moving to Leeds.
Hooray!
Adam just cheered. I like snow. We don't get it very often.
I haven't seen it at all this year yet. I also had the interesting news of having to visit a customer site for 4 days coming up in Macclesfield.
Oh, God.
So that'll be interesting because the hotel's open, but the restaurant isn't.
www.justeat.co.uk.
Yes. Don't think they'll deliver to there without paying an exorbitant fee.
Should do. Somewhere will deliver. I mean, that's the thing about Just Eat. They don't cost you. They don't charge you more for delivering somewhere awkward. It's a flat fee, or they don't deliver.
Oh right.
We have a lot. Oh, we have a train jam. Oh no.
I just love watching the trains. It's like a child's toy. So, woo.
Oh. Shoot. Profit Maker 4000 is too long. That's the issue. Sorry, Profit Maker 4001. Because someone, I'm not naming any names, but Andy managed to make some smaller train stations, and they are causing us problems now.
I haven't done anything since joining.
Oh no,
Yet.
this is
No, you
Tonport
forgot to add
Bridge.
yet.
Oh, that one.
In the past,
Oh wow, that city got big.
in the past you fucked up, and now we are suffering from your incompetence.
That sounds about right.
Okay, good. Unless you've taken it in the right spirit.
I thought we said we were going to start again anyway for all us incompetence who can't remember how to do the blade thing.
Well, no, when we were going to do a first playthrough and then decide how we want to play it. You know, do we want it to be easier, harder, different levels? You know, what's our sort of next
MO.
next plan, and then go from there. And we're not running any particular mods, and there are so many. Actually, I've got a mod, and I'll put it on because this time, thankfully, I won't get into trouble through copyright things. I've got the Doom, and I've got the Doom music as a mid file that you can download for the game. Just in, like, literally in the browser. Yeah, it's not. I haven't downloaded it externally and put it in. It's available for Transport Tycoon, the Doom music, in the original mid.
Wow. I don't charge you extra for that.
Well, no, it's free, but it's all open source. Doom's completely open source. Has been for.
Oh, Doom. Sorry,
Doom.
Doom. I think you said Doom. Doom was in Doom Eternal or something like that. What?
Well, ironically, I could, because Doom Eternal's soundtrack is not on the content map system, because otherwise everyone who played the game will get content strikes. So it's
So they have to. How do they do that? They say we want to make this FOC or.
Well, you
not charge people for playing it on their things.
What you do is you don't upload a content match. So Bethesda specifically don't do content matches on their stuff because of that issue.
The trains are now just random thought. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The wood trains are actually making profit finally because we shortened them, I believe. Only because we shortened them, but they seem to be at least rotating a bit now.
What's Q worth? Q worth is at 99 tons of wood a month.
Wow. Has another forest appeared, by the way, or have it not?
Is that the what, sir?
Putin's Pootler can't find a path to continue. Oh dear.
Let me have a look at you, Putin's Pootler. Oh.
Is that the jam? Why is the one behind it not going through the station?
I shall
waiting.
I shall resolve this. Too many trains, not enough station. I don't know why anyone's going there, because that is not a passenger. Where are you trying to get to, sir? What is your destination? Nunbury Putin. This is not the right route.
He's trying to go through there. That junction. I mean, maybe you could make the two trains wait the other side of the track. People don't like you use explosives.
What we're going to do is we are going to
Landscape it. Oh, but tunnel. Oh, okay, that's cool.
that should solve that.
And I should remove the crossing. That bit and that bit. Oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. That'd be annoying.
I have an issue with games like these.
There you go.
Yes.
I make something and it's not super perfect, then I pile on additional spaghetti, and at some point I just want to clear all the board and start again.
Spaghetti.
Well-
Eat your vermicelli, Joe.
You see, that's the thing. When we are playing Mindustry, someone tearing up your shit to remake it is not a good way of playing it. If this is your stuff, go for it, man. It's your profit line. Let's have a look at the performance history. Who's winning? For God's sake, it's you. So you're currently winning. Just. So, go for it. It's your only your own company's bottom line you will hit. Or will you? Or will it be
Yeah, I'm
better?
not doing things wrong.
So subjective.
I try to iterate towards perfection, as
Yeah.
opposed to sort of land there.
But even like wiping stuff seems bothering. And it's because it's net profit. I have to put up with the messiness of it. I guess I don't have to, but 0 is less than any positive amount.
But yeah, what I have done it in the past where I have an issue like that is I will build a like an alternate route and then tidy up the first one. But quite often I'll build an alternate route and then just use that as additional, what's the word? Additional bandwidth. Sometimes the limit is just how much track you've got.
Daft question.
Yes.
I think these lights are around the wrong way. At
Right.
Heartbridge Mines.
Which one? Sorry.
And Putin's Putler's still stuck.
Well, I don't. Heart Ridge Mines looks all right. 2 in, 2 out.
No, the oh god, how do we get back to it? I can't really get to the damn thing.
I mean, specifically, which
There
which.
So specifically, if you look at Heartbridge Mines and go west, you'll see the tunnel you put in. So trains go into the station, round and back through that tunnel. Yes.
Yeah, to be honest, this entire line here is gone.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that did seem a bit.
Yeah,
dumb, but I didn't wanna-
that is definitely wrong because we now go in the other
Yeah.
direction, so that's
That's
fine.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. I'm wondering why we have to go all the way up and down and not just come straight across from this piece of track here to over here, like that.
Got lost. Shut up.
Actually, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to take it out.
Ooh, a new factory near the shore.
It did it again. Oh, because yeah. Oh no, that needs more. That needs more. Oh, is that one going there? Or is that coming just using it as a bypass? Putin's Putler is waiting for a free path at Heartbridge Mines.
Oh yeah,
But
because
because both platforms were busy. Might be worth having a bypass there. If it's just going around there, can we just go shortcut?
it shouldn't really have been coming up here. It
I don't know how it. This is why I don't like your method of railway laying. It gets me confused very easily.
oh, well, I don't know why the AI is coming up because the AI should have taken this route
Mm.
and then across. See, I don't know if you can see Profit Maker 4002. It's going the right way.
Yeah. If we do that.
Well, the name stayed around then.
Oh yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Oops.
Oh crap! Of course, if I do that, then I've got to wire it to both stations and so on and so forth. Lights. Lights, cameras, action.
Right, so what I'll do is I will have a crossroads and exit signals. I have room. So I can probably do path signals. See, that's probably all right.
I just around the side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you got a
should
nightmare
take that
for that,
because
yeah.
it's the path signals. It's probably just fine.
Yeah, cool.
So that means as long as you can route find from there to there and reserve track, we'll see.
Okay, find out. It's one of these nightmarish. There's lots of trains, and should we not simplify this? And I don't want to because it's going to be a horrible nightmare.
I still don't know why this train's heading for Nunbury Pootings. The hell is it going up this way? Because this is the quickest route. Huh.
Oh hello. What the fuck's going on here? Something's wrong. Get yo slunts here. Sluntfield South. Looks like it's one in, one out, even though it's really not, because the previous one blocks all trains entering, regardless of the fact there's another station free.
Oh, okay, it's very
Which it
simple.
did. No, it's just sorted itself out. I
The
don't know what the hell's
stupidness is because Nunbury Hub does not connect in a quick way to Nunbury Poontings. That's what the problem is.
going on. Oh, okay, for the Putin's Putler.
So we have a massive one-way system by accident.
So what? Hold on. Great Sluntfield South,
I believe it's completely unrelated.
not an oil train, is stuck at Great. Well, not stuck. It's stopped at Great Sluntfield South, even though there are two platforms free to use because you've done something clever, or someone's done something clever with the lights, and I don't know what it is.
I probably haven't done something clever with the lights. That's the problem.
Well, it's got a yellow bar on one and a white bar behind the others, or grey bar in front of the others.
Let me check. So what was it called? The Putin
Great.
Pudler? No,
It was not an oil train.
No. Let me fix this before we move on, because otherwise.
Okay.
What's it called? Putin's Pudler.
Putin's Pudler, yeah. Stopped a second. Yeah. See, something happens there where you can get 2 trains in, but you can't get a third in. And then it's okay. Well, these lights are really being something dum-dum. I think there's a bug here, maybe.
Let us. I doubt it's a bug. It's nearly always my fault.
Well, I don't know. So Great Sunfield South. Now, the lights look like they're okay. If you look at the lights going in, you've got 1 green ahead of 3 stations. One's got double red, one's got a yellow, green, one's got a green, and now it's cleared out. So
Yeah. I think I've. So this issue I think I've solved. So Putling's Putler, you see, is about to go to Nunbury Hub.
Yes.
And that now Nunbury Hub actually connects to Nunbury Poontings, whereas previously they had to go all the way up here, 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 all the way to Hartbridge Mines, turn around, come all the way back down. So that was not ideal.
Okay. I've put a bypass here. I'm not sure if you're using it or not. Is there a way of telling which tracks are used on a regular basis, or do you have to just watch it?
There isn't, I'm afraid. That would be nice. Like a heat graph.
Yeah, or something saying this has not been used, you could safely delete it, or you've done something dumb and it's getting overused.
That grass growing on the lines was nothing to show it hasn't been used.
Yeah, that'd be good, yeah.
We need
What
coal.
game did that? What game did that? I'm sure there's a game that did something like that. Anyway,
There is coal on the east coast.
I must be OCD.
Oh, more coal. Ooh. Right. So where was the derp then? Was it Panning Head South? I can't remember what you said.
No, Great Sluntfield South.
Great Sluntfield South.
Yeah, get your slunts here. It says. It's to the very east of the map, Middle East.
The 5th button along is a list of all the towns. Let's
Display map.
see.
Extra viewpoint or
Okay,
list of signs.
6 button along. Sorry.
Right. Oh, I see. That's cool. Great Sluntfield South will be G. Great Sluntfield. There we are.
I don't see any issues.
Yeah.
So we have a
Yeah,
yellow...
that's the problem. If
So
you
we have
watch it,
we have a yellow horizontal signal. That's an entry signal.
yeah.
And as long as there is a white vertical signal behind it,
Yep.
it will be green. So it's as long
Right.
as
So watch.
I am. Need more
Double
trains.
red.
Yeah, double red, but we have a third green.
There's still a station there. There's still a platform free.
Yeah, there's 3
Two platforms free.
One platform free. Well, there's 2 free. Yeah, yeah.
Two platforms free now.
That,
But
that's...
there's a double red. You can't get in.
No, you can. But
Watch,
what's
there's
it?
a train coming.
Oh, that train's too long.
You can't get
that
in.
Train 23 is too long.
By 1 carriage.
Let me rephrase that. Andy made the station the wrong size.
What?
Oh man, it's just going to be very, very difficult to fix.
Can you just put a new station down, or will it fuck things up even worse?
Well, we can't put a new station down. We might be able to delete the old one and change it. But what I'll do,
I was thinking. Okay.
let me just check that train 23 isn't just the wrong length. That is also possible. Because Andy probably did that too.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah,
I don't think there were 23 stations at the point I was playing.
No, I've made train 23 shorter. That should solve the
Yay.
issue. I can probably... I can fix this.
Did that not accept coal? Or have I done something horribly wrong?
Are you trying to take coal to a coal station?
No. Trying to build a station right at the bottom right.
We have a power station. You don't need to ever take coal anywhere other than that.
No, as in, like, there is just a coal mine now with a station that's not connected to anything.
What?
Bottom right.
Oh, let me just replace all these signals.
I'm watching the signal cacophony going. Bing, boom, boom, bing, boom, bing, boom. They might
There's
just leasing their
so many
roads.
helicopters on this map.
I think that's Schalke.
Fine.
Right, there we
I
go.
think this game also has the problem that logistic drones are better than ways.
No, you will struggle to make a good job with helicopters.
There's a lot of smoking helicopters that are all queuing up for one heliport.
How do you get them serviced?
Okay, so I haven't made the station longer, but even if a train doesn't fit, the signal will go green.
There's another one there.
No, it
Slightly
doesn't matter that
lower
I've moved the signals 1 square further away.
Yeah, what's it picking up? Mail, passengers, goods.
Awesome. So Andy, what were you talking about?
Bottom right, purple coal
Bottom
mine.
right. Bottom right.
I don't know. Like
That-
far east.
How is far east bottom right? That's far right. Monson.
I mean-
Monson Heights.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, just connect.
Is that actually connected?
What?
Because it doesn't say mines or coal or anything. Because all the others, like, there's some that say, like, I don't know, like Panning Head Farm. It says what it's connected to, but that doesn't appear to say I'm connected to this coal. Well, now it does.
Yeah. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Now just connect it up to.
I would assume just.
Valley of the Raz.
Oh my god, that's quite a way away.
You don't have to go the way. You just need to connect up the existing railway network.
True. Right, that's going.
And keep an eye on it. Make sure it makes it there.
Would I do anything to ruin it?
I don't know, Andy.
Don't answer that.
How long is your station?
7?
You said that. Now, either you're doing your Valley Girl impression or that was a question. Which is it?
7.
Excellent. Is it 7?
Yes.
I don't know. So, Shaka, you think the helicopters are better than? Oh, you think planes are better? What are you?
No, I'm just trying to build up an old lore. Bacteria had the problem, and I find the helicopters easier to manage because it's easier to relocate and feels less spaghetti.
It's certainly neat with helicopters, though. It's quite hard to get the throughput that you would want.
Oh dear. Rennington Holt. Rennington. Has no railway attached to it, I think.
Maybe.
There's some fuckery going around, but there's actually nothing. Oh, it's connected to Pink's railway. And there's a loop. Oh, there's a Rennington. Oh, okay. So there's passengers and mail waiting at a station which doesn't appear to be being serviced. I don't know if that's nothing to do with us. Rennington is huge. Probably because of Brotbird Central.
Is it our station at Rennington?
We have one at Brantberg Central called the South Coast Flyer 5. That seems to be going around. But Rennington Holt seems to be just
Oh wow! Yeah, that is a
a
great
waste
big.
of space.
There's that. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, Rennington Holt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I dibs. Oh no, I dibs it. I didn't dibs it very well.
They've built around it. You want to go? Can we just lock down your block of flats?
They won't let us. They won't let us dig our way out either. Because we don't hate us.
Can you take the road? Take the railway around it?
You can't do anything.
So-
They've. All I can do.
It refuses to allow this.
Yeah, all I can do is that.
Can you go around the side here?
Nope. We are.
Yeah,
We would
railway.
need. Rennington. We would need to work on our. Everything you're doing is
Reputation.
ruining our rating more.
How do you plant trees for them or something stupid like that?
Yeah. At this
Isn't it?
point, I'd probably avoid it and think about a like a terminus down here or something.
Oh, I don't think we just ignore. We've got to.
No,
Oh, I
leave
see. Just move the station.
No, leave the station, fix our rent,
another one, I mean.
then use the station. But even that would be they're not even allowed to do that.
So it accepts passengers, mail, goods, supplies. So you could. But that's saying that you hate to see we're going to build it there anyway.
Yeah. Wow, this mid file's very loud.
Oh, I see. You're saying build it on the other side
They don't like us enough.
to let us build anywhere.
Yeah.
Dirt.
I'm surprised that Wait, what's our rate in Brockberg? Yeah.
There's a mail train going through there.
I was about to say, did they like us enough to allow us to do a bus station? No. Well, they won't even let us do a bus station. Wow.
How about building trees? I can build trees. So let's see where they need trees.
If they need a lot of trees, that can get extremely expensive,
Right.
unfortunately. But can be done.
Should we delete our old railway station?
Well, no, 'cause then
And by delete, I mean blow it up.
no, if you delete the railway station, you can never get the rating back. You're never allowed to build in that town again.
Really?
Well, yeah.
I
would
may
you
have done that.
Dang.
How would you get your rating back?
Well, you
By
spruce them. I don't know.
Give them a lot of money.
You can't do that. Well, you can, but it's risky. So despite having fixed the route between Nunbury Hub and Nunbury Pootings, Nunbury Hub still has 3,000 people waiting in it.
How am I getting income from putting trees up?
Was
From
the
where?
developer for this actually actually British, or did
Yeah.
they just come up with?
Yeah, no, he's British. Yeah, he's completely British.
He didn't just come up with like vague English sounding
It's
traits.
procedurally generated, the names.
He has cracked the English code.
He really has. I mean, I said this before, right? If I just read the town names out from the top, all of these sound British. Bardingston Bay, Bruntburg, Brutway, Carhatton, Chinborough, Cuworth, Great Stuntfield, Greuston, New Flubra, Panninghead.
Braunsberg sounds a bit.
The train
Suspect.
leaving Prentown is for Sadhead, Sedborough, Tarfingfield, and Tonpool Bridge.
It's not
Passengers
Sadhead, it's
for
Sodhead.
Passengers for Treddington, Wantway-on-Sea, Rarborough, and Reddington should change at Prenton. It's absolutely, totally brilliant. I love the way it's generated.
You've got a new job now.
Just reading out my train to
Just about
transition.
train announcements, yeah. Yeah.
How?
Bad that the trains go through a tunnel when there's only one tunnel for two directions.
Yes.
Efficiency.
Yes, it's not efficient.
I haven't done
No, it's
that,
not,
but
'cause you're
that's
waiting.
what
That's what we do with the wood trains, because there's only them on the line.
Yeah, it's not busy.
Not anymore. There might be coal going on that.
Great.
It was very, at the time, it was too expensive to put another hole through the hill. Why don't you go round instead?
I don't know if
So-
that route, the wood route, where is that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that hooks up to the main line.
Wait.
I don't think it does.
Oh
Oh,
crap!
someone has hooked it up to the main line.
No,
It
It's the
does.
process of hooking up to the
No.
main line.
It does, but it's really.
no, it doesn't.
What's this thing at south of Keyworth Forest?
Yeah, it
Mines
does,
or
'cause it
coal or
goes-
anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It goes
that doesn't go
woods-
onto the main network.
Tarningfield, then it
But-
goes.
but it,
Oh
Wait,
no,
wait,
it doesn't. There
doesn't.
is no join.
There is no join.
It's not.
We
It's
can
not
make
connected
it-
right this second.
We can make it join, but it doesn't currently.
Okay,
Yeah,
gonna have to.
I
there's a
will.
factory there.
I will take care of that for you because I'm nice like that and you're incompetent.
I appreciate it.
Well, there you go, Shaka. Have a free bus.
Free bus.
Well, free first dibs on a bus.
I think all the cities are getting some kind of transportation.
Maybe. Oh man, I love the Doom soundtrack so much.
We should play more Doom.
Yes.
It's good fun. Just like, oh, I know where to hide on this one now. Hooray!
Anyway, Andy, I'm pretty sure it's all hooked up now.
Is there any reason ever to say no to an exclusivity deal with a car?
If you say yes and then you don't use that vehicle within the next year, you don't get offered another one from that company for 5 years. I believe that's the rule.
No, that's some reason.
Fuck you, Rabra. Oops. No, fail. Right, clone train. Giving us the Profit Maker 4005. I'm just arranging with Dave, Brian. He's going to come over, go to these arcade, and we're going to drink Red Bull and play Gauntlet. So you're invited.
Sweet. Oh, lovely. Thank you.
At some point in the future.
Yay.
I don't know if you heard about Dave's mum's funeral, but he had to watch it via webcam because he wasn't allowed to leave the Netherlands to come over for his mum's funeral.
Yeah, that's a bit crap, isn't it?
But yeah, he says it's just the most surreal thing in his life, and I can't imagine. I can, but not in a good way.
Yeah, and in a really...
Yes. But yeah, there was a travel ban, so he wasn't allowed to leave. And
Well, we've had that as well, haven't we? Travel bans for everything.
I'm surprised there isn't an exceptional circumstances thing, but you know, just not.
Exceptional circumstance exception.
There are too many exceptions, then the rules start to be weak.
Yeah, but I would say the death of your
people start taking
mother
the piss.
is
The mother of all exceptions.
yeah. I mean, I can't think of much exception more than that. Right, literally, your mum's funeral should be it just should be an exception. Wait, what do you mean road vehicle 1 made a loss? I think it's time to upgrade our cars. That's a railway.
There were some travel restrictions, and you needed some reason to travel. I think it was pretty light barrier. You just had to excuse some. But all kinds of special circumstances, one could argue, could be made an exception. And if you start to list them all, they start to get a bit holy. And if you allow one and deny others, you are making value judgments.
Well,
Like
that's the whole point of it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can't think of anything worse than that. I cannot think of anything in anybody's life under any circumstance where there is more reason to be in a place you're not on the death of one of your parents, perhaps the birth of your child. But even if you aren't there for the birth of your child, you are going to be there for the rest of the child's life, one hopes. But there's
At least for a significant portion of it.
Yes, I mean, but this
I
is
could
something that's it happens once. If you miss it, you're not there for it, and I think it's terrible. But
Yeah.
I think the funeral of your child could like out prioritize the funeral of your parents.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, the death of an immediate family member, I'd say, is a safe bet. I wouldn't have thought anyone would argue against that one. Yeah, death of a cousin, death of an uncle, no, grandmother, but like, immediate family, that's just the worst thing. Almost as bad as Andy's railway layouts.
Only almost.
Andy, you haven't booked any trains yet. Oh, he's still working out how railway lines work.
I'm working out signals. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, that's fine. Have you got the stream up, Andy?
No.
Okay. I promise you I'm not just zoomed in absolutely staring at everything you're doing.
Okay, that's fine. To be fair, I wasn't there for half the time, so... Right, so I need a way... Oh, did you put a sign down?
No?
Or did I put the sign down?
Oh, damn it, I hadn't been naming it. Fuck off.
This is just a mystery sign. Oh, I diagonally go up there then.
If I zoom out, it's enormous.
Damn it.
That's a lot of helicopters, Schalke. So, heliports are a bit rubbish. Now, if you have enough rating, you can build a large metropolitan airport, and they can take multiple airplanes. Build airports. So the... Oh yeah, so why don't you build heli stations, not heliports? Heli stations take 3 helicopters to go. Hub airports... Oh, we're not allowed those yet, apparently. Metropolitan ones take... Oh, is it 2? But yeah, you've got the helicopter heli station, which is better. I remember you can... Oh, is it shift click or control click nearby to extend a station?
This takes a lot of flat land.
Nothing compared to how big a big airport takes. They are crazy.
Crazy.
Point of a helicopter could be that it doesn't take as much space.
Well,
And there's some kind of limitation of how many airports per city.
there is. Hence why I suggested extending it. I mean, I'd like to point out you have 4,700 people waiting at New Flubre heliport.
Yeah, it's a problem.
The weird thing is,
How do I want to solve it?
that's half. Well, one of it is more buses. I mean, if I look at New Flubre heliport, I can tell you that you have no buses servicing it. So you can... This is what you should do. The correct way is like in reality. You don't have an airport in the middle of a city. You have an airport on the outskirts of the city, and you run the buses or trains from the middle of the city out to the airport and then back again. That's what I've done over far west, all the way to the left. So Bardingston Bay Airport is serviced by buses from Sadhead. So I can move them out of the city where there is room and then fly them off. Oh man, we're sorting out passengers, but there's a lot of places with a lot of mail. Do you have salt and vinegar crisps in Finland, Schalke?
Pringles likes, yeah. Pringles.
But do you have salt and vinegar flavour?
I guess we do.
You do you not know? I only
I do
ask.
not so.
A lot of mainland Europe doesn't. They only have roast chicken instead of salt and vinegar, which is quite frankly rubbish. Well, it's rubbish full stop, but it's especially rubbish comparatively.
I don't eat that much Pringles. The flavors out, right?
Now, were you going that way? No, okay.
So, Andy, I've fixed up the line further up, so now the lines that go off to the to the sawmill. Oh, blimey, someone's hooked up the back of that as well. Now use 2 separate tunnels. One for out, one for in.
Ah, cool. That's
So-
much better. Yeah.
Sorry, I sort of missed what you said. Did you fix something I'd done?
No,
Max has
I
bored a
fixed something
special
you
hole.
didn't like.
Max bored a special hole for you. You should say thank you.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I should probably put a train on this.
2. You want 2 trains.
2 trains.
You definitely want 2.
Should I clone another train?
No, you should make a train, give it the orders, and then clone that train.
Right, new vehicle. What type of train?
Now, this is where the game breaks down, being a simulation of any sort. Now, really, you want an SH125, which is the Intercity 125, to pull coal, because the running costs of trains are not high enough, but that is dumb. Did you build a railway, Andy? Oh, you... So, at the top, Andy, see where it says railway construction, the picture of a railway track?
Yes.
Hover your mouse over it, and click and hold the mouse button.
Electrified railway.
Yeah, so I convert everything you just built into something that's actually valid.
Oh, were they all not... Wait, were they all supposed to be electric?
They have to be electric, or you can't get electric trains. So the one you'll want, the loco you'll want, is the SH40.
Out of interest, are all the railways that are already there electric?
I hope so. Everywhere.
Oh, no, they are.
I
They've
wasn't making any special effort to put electric in, by the way.
Oh yeah, but you have to have selected it at some point during this session.
Well, I haven't.
You have, but anyway, I've just converted everything.
Previously.
So I've just converted everything, so it's all good.
Yeah, to be
Because
fair,
it
I think
spoils
it's...
the view of the lines. Is there a way of turning them off?
It's alright. I want a
Um,
diesel train.
I don't know. X. No, you don't. No, Andy. No. SH40.
Alright, I want an electric train.
Not if you're put them on our railway.
And then I want... How many coal trucks? 6?
6.5.
6.5?
How long is your train currently?
4,
No,
5.
no. Stop counting. How long
One.
is your train? No, no counting. Only read. How long is your train?
Where does it say that?
Well, you
The
see-
end of the train. On the left. Oh, sorry, right.
On the right.
On the right. Yeah.
On the train depot window, it tells you how long the train is.
3.0.
Yay!
So I want that to be 6.5.
7. Where do you get 6.5 from?
You just said 6.
You did say 6.5.
6.5 is what you want if you are going to turn it into a 125.
Okay, right. Train. So order. Go to coal mine. Probably.
I know just the way you've designed this, so this train's going to have to go an enormously long route in order to turn around.
Maybe. Maybe I should add.
I will fix it.
It won't go to the.
It
Okay,
will
go
now.
to the coal mine. Where is the power station?
No, it is at Rawborough, Valley of the Raz.
Oh yeah, I see it. And then basically those two are fine. I don't need to say go back to the coal mine.
Coal mine should be set to full load any cargo.
Full load any cargo. Yep. And then the other one should be unload.
No,
Oh, hang on.
no. I didn't say that. Don't see. This is what Max does. He goes, I'm gonna fill it with all these buttons. I don't even know what unload all does. I believe unload all will unload even if it's not valid. So don't touch them. I would have to look up on the wiki page what they do first.
Okay.
Now you need to name
And that
it.
train's good.
No,
Oh, I
it
need to
hasn't.
name it.
Hasn't got a name, yeah.
Information. Name. Do you want something a bit more creative than that, or? No, I named it Coltrane.
Like from Gears of War.
Yes. Also, this is not going to work.
Yep, you've ballsed it up.
I thought you said you'd fixed it.
I didn't know about that being an issue, but then it's fixed now. Coltrane is lost. Oh, really? Oh, no, why did you get rid of my my loop?
I didn't get rid of anything.
I got rid of the loop.
I specifically did that so the trains could turn around. Otherwise, the route they have to take is enormous.
Why? No, make it a one-way system.
Look how far they have to go if they can't turn around there. Follow the
That's
Quite a
route.
long
the thing.
way.
Then it's going to crash into the train that's down there.
Why would it crash into the train that's down there?
No,
It's
as
not
in,
gonna crash,
they have
but the
to.
point is, it's just going to sit there for ages.
They have to go halfway across the map before they can turn around.
Of course it's going to sit there for ages.
But why does it need to turn around in the first place? Why don't it just queue up on the right side so it doesn't need to turn around?
Because that's not the correct side. Coltrane 1 went on the wrong side because Andy didn't put one-way signals in. So the trains could only leave up and left. So it couldn't even
I thought
either
you-
direction.
I thought you'd done it because you said I'll fix it.
I did fix it and then Max unfixed it. So if I
Yeah.
turn Coltrane around... Not Coltrane, sorry. Coltrane 2
Well, now that's
around.
going to get lost.
No, it can't. It can't go anywhere. I turn around. So there we go. Coltrane 2 will now leave, and Coltrane 1 will now begin to queue up.
Did that have a full load?
No, but your
Whoops.
next task, Andy. No, it didn't follow because I told it to go. Your next task is to follow Coltrane 2. Yes, and make sure it can get to where it'd like to go. It can't.
There's a button that auto follows, and I don't know what it is.
Control click on the arrows, the 4 arrows looking at each other.
Ah, there you go.
I thought. Oh, hold on. No.
It says that if you hover over it.
I don't see how this can't connect up. It should be able to. I've eyeballed it and it looks alright.
How do you know it can't connect?
It says it can't. Having said that, it does seem to be doing a perfectly good job so far.
No, it can't.
Yeah? Why not?
Because it has to go through the station
So,
incorrectly.
able to do that?
Oh no, it's going up here now. Why is it going up here now?
This is the correct route. This is the only route, in fact. We can make a better route, but I just want
Because
to
it
Yeah?
doesn't go straight at the point where the two bridges are. So it'll have to go right. Where it is at the moment, it'll have to go right down towards...
So there you go, now fixed.
Yes, that'll go now. Except for the other train just broke down.
Wow. Can't have everything. Those sprinkles are glorious. Thank you, Max.
Signal there, because otherwise it has to wait for ages.
I was actually considering putting in another, like that or something. It's very awkward to get it.
This has to go so far. Wait,
Yeah.
it can go there. Can it get back?
Yes, probably. But this is the point. The further you take something, and the quicker you achieve taking it a long way, the more money it makes. So that coal is worth way more when you do this with it.
Why did it go down there? It just loops through the mines for no reason. Oh, same problem. There's no straight there.
It says Coltrane 2. No, Coltrane. Oh, did it just... What? No, Coltrane 2. Come on, Coltrane 2, what are we doing? No, we're good. Wait, did Coltrane 2 just go through the... Oh, okay. Why didn't it go straight, though? There...
I just fixed
It
it.
needs repairing.
Oh, no, because then that's going to go up. That doesn't connect the Valley of the Raz. Connect it up where you like, but it doesn't... It has to... Yes, the problem is we're on the right-hand side of all this, and we kind of want to be on the left. It's very perfect realistic, and exactly what happens at Clapham Junction. Right. So
I'm sure something's confusing happens to all the people that are organising all that stuff over there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've noticed this, and like I've been on the other side of stuff that seems very organised, and when I got on the other side of it, I realised what a utter disaster was. Like, you know, I went to a bunch of raids, and I'm like, wow, they're so well organised. Then I got involved, and I'm like, oh my god, these things are not well organised at all. I can't believe they even managed to open on time and everything. Yeah. And I'm widening that, so we should be able to get more lanes there. So now we can get 2 lanes down rather than collapsing.
Remind me
into
why we
one.
don't do termini?
Because you have
Like
to
Brighton?
you have to back the trains in and back the trains out. Which is
And why is that a bad thing? I don't understand.
well. So imagine you have a station that's got 2 lines, two tracks. So that means if it's a hub, if it's a through one, you can have 2 in the station, 2 leaving the station, and 2 about to enter the station. So you can get 6. If it's a terminus, you get 2, because they have
more stations.
they have to
more
dr-
platforms.
Yeah, but they have to drive out in the same station they drive in from.
Yes, blocking other
blocking. So, yeah,
trains coming in.
Yeah, so it's literally.
But that's right. You have only one. You have one line going to it and one line coming from it.
Yeah, but it's much slower, and it's quite literally 3 times slower.
Yeah, but you use a lot less. You spend a lot less money on trains. Rails.
Well, but as you said though, you go, oh, we'll just build a really big terminus. Like brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you've.
Can you think about Brighton? It's got like what 2 lines? It's got 1 line.
Has it? It's got more than that. I thought. Let's have a look.
No, actual lines. I mean, as in destinations that are. Like for example, it goes over to Southampton and Littlehampton, that sort of way. That is basically 2 railway lines, but it's only fed. It's fed. If 2 comes that way, feeds into about 13 stations, 13 platforms, and then you've got the London line, which I think is probably about 3.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got it up on that. So this.
That's on
So
Lewis.
so
isn't it?
Brighton is a terminus with 2 directions it comes out.
Yeah.
But there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 going up that way, and which then immediately collapses into 4.
Yeah.
And this is where they keep all their spare ones. Oh no, that's. Oh yeah, this is the bit you don't. This is where they store it all. My mate used to live there, and then here, this is the one that goes off towards. Wow, look how they've had to jam it in there. This is the bit that goes off towards Worthing and Aldrington.
Yeah, all those.
Yeah, so yeah, there's essentially two ways out. But yeah, if they so.
But it's got massive terminus. It's got loads of stations, so loads of platforms. So you can take a lot of trains in.
Well,
before
8.
any of them have to go out.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 platforms? I thought it was like 13.
No, 1, 2. That's actually 1. So that's 1 there because it's shared. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, sometimes you can do things like.
It's got shitloads.
No, so don't forget if you've got sometimes you can fit 2 trains on 1 platform.
I'm sure it's got 10 platforms. Or something mad.
Yeah, but I don't think it's got 10 lines.
Oh no. That's the point. But it has got with all the sort of intersecting between it. You know, you can have lots of platforms.
8 platforms, but as I said, 8 platforms. But sometimes you'll have 2 trains waiting on 1 platform.
Brighton has 8 platforms. I could have sworn there was more.
Coal train work? Or is it broken down?
I think it's just part 2.
It's stuck for some reason.
Yeah, I'm just fixing some of the. It's stuck because it's waiting for that train, which is waiting for this train. You've got a deadlock here, so let me.
Train is it waiting for?
It's waiting for the other train. It's
not
waiting.
even on the.
Yeah, it is.
It's not even on the same, like, line.
Well, it is on the same line. That's the problem.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I see what you did. I see what you're on about.
Nice try. I see what you did. I saw you there, just trying to blame me. It's all right. Let me just. And then we'll get rid of this middle one.
Lovely.
Quite often, if you and I will fully admit I don't do this enough. Bridges are really quite good. So when we're coming down from here, you see there's 2 possible routes we actually care about. Yeah, in this case, Casper, you can't have multiple trains waiting on a platform, but that is where trains are sitting there for quite a while, and that's not something you want. But in reality, you don't run trains to the level of sort of saturation you do here. There we go. Our in and our out no longer share anything. Coal Train 2 has made it back. Coal Train 1 is off. Did it make any money? Yes, it actually made profit, which is quite impressive considering how empty it was. Coal Train 2 is heading off with a whole bunch of coal. Oh, is there a subsidy? Oh my goodness me, it's going to make tons of money. Why am I not allowed to put a tunnel there? Another tunnel is in the way. Oh, damn it.
A tunnel's preferable then.
To going
No.
up and down a mountain, yes.
Well, it's quicker, isn't it?
Yeah. It's more expensive, but yeah, right now that train is actually having to go up a very long way and then down a long way. But what I might do is...
You can put a really, really long tunnel in.
Yes, it is expensive though. What I will probably do though is...
Is it control click or shift click to get a quote?
Shift toggles building showing cost estimate. So shift.
507,000 to cut the entire Want-Way-on-Sea hill out of our route permanently.
Wow, that's not.
I'm not spending that much.
That's...
We've got 6 times that much in the bank.
And we are about to approach monorails. When we have to
And that'd
upgrade
be-
everything. Monorail.
But that'd be easy. You can go click, click. It's literally spend $1 million, $1 million in-game currency, 2 tunnels, speed.
Yeah, but how much is the wood train's making right now?
About 40 grand
And so how many years would it take to pay back your investment?
investment.
Oh, I like
well,
your...
it's permanent, isn't it? It's permanent. I like it as it is, but
No, it's
the option was to go round. You said we could go round.
No,
but,
the wood trains are fine. It's the coal trains I've sped up, but I've put off a feeder line now, so there's a much quicker, much shorter route. Much quicker and shorter.
the one that goes through a little tunnel and then where's that go? That goes the wrong way.
It's going the right way.
There's a tunnel that comes from.
It's the one from near Tarfingfield. That's no longer used. Well, I expect we'll expand back into that one.
Tarfingfield Mill. Yeah, that's all.
Auto renew failed on Coal Train 2. Train too long.
Oops.
What? I don't.
You said make it 7 long.
I don't understand the message. It's too long to renew. Oh wow, so we might have to put a third train on.
What, the coal?
Well, they've both left. There's no one waiting. It's really important. There's always a train waiting.
To accept, yeah. Hold on. Clone it and then see how many carriages it counts as. It's 7.5, 8.
No, it's
I thought
7.
it was 7.
Yeah.
Clone train, that one.
Oh no, no,
Yeah,
don't do it again.
7.0.
We now have 4.
Hooray!
Oh, I know what it is. It's because I have got a auto upgrade order to upgrade SH40s into 125s, which we will no longer.
Oh, you can't make it 7. You make it 7.5 then, wouldn't
It will make it longer. It won't
Yes.
upgrade the length of the train.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have 4 coal trains, so woohoo! Oh, did you sell that 4th one?
Nope.
Oh, there it goes.
So picking a random coal mine on the map and connecting it is fine.
Well, there's only 2 coal mines on the map as far as I'm aware. Let's have a look.
And you've monopolised both of them?
I have monopolised both of them. There's 4 banks, which we have struggled at.
Can you not just take the goods away and then deliver them straight back again? Just one train just does like a loop round the bank.
No, I'm afraid not.
Doesn't it work like that?
It does not work like that.
Oh, damn it.
So Panning Head South does not accept valuables.
Presumably
banks
bank
only accept-
stuff.
Valuables. Banks only accept valuables. And that's the only thing that's banks go to banks. That's all it does.
I thought there was a bank here. Where are the banks? There's one. Okay, so banks. So there are banks in Treddington, Keyworth, Broadway, and Tonpool.
Why can't they make the bloody
Oh, God.
tiny text that they put for the train names bigger?
The tiny text. Where?
Just
In
set
the-
UI
the
scale to 4
train
times.
list. Yeah, it doesn't make that text any bigger.
The train list.
The train list. the
Oh,
text list is-
yeah. It's well. I mean, I'm not sure I call it small. It's chunky, definitely, but yeah, it's.
yeah,
It also tends to clash into the train, which could do with moving down a pixel or
Yeah.
12. I can't find any pairs of banks we can use, by the way.
balls.
So, hold on a minute. Let me find all the banks and put markers on them. There's one at Treddington. Where? There it is. Is that it? One of these is a bank. Great.
Let me see Treddington.
I can't see a bank here. Wait.
Well, there's Treddington.
It's in the list. Ah, hold on. There's.
Oh, there.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Actually, we can get this one. Can I? Go on, tell me that. Ah, damn. And this way.
So the... Oh no, that's Reddington.
Well, that goes to show it was worth it because Coltrane 3 is now moving, and Coltrane 2 and 1 aren't back yet, and Coltrane 4 is going to the station.
Oh wow, really? Crazy.
Yes, really. Train 1, 2, and 3 are all on the move.
Okay, so I've hooked Treddington Woods up. That takes valuables. It should only take valuables. If you ever deliver passenger mail, goods, or valuables, then we will start to get told off by Treddington. So what I might do, if I'm allowed, where are we? We're not too bad. I wonder if I'm allowed to build an airport.
Oh,
We are. Excellent. Oh, you said oh. I don't like it when people say oh like that.
so now the coal mine has one train on the platform, accepting the 30%, 40% down for right now, and 2 coal trains backed up, waiting behind it.
That's all right.
1, 2, and 4. 3 it's on its way back, I think. No, I think 3's planning on going somewhere to unload for a rather circuitous route.
Coltrane 3 is still on its way, yeah.
But it's going through the mines?
The mines of Moria?
Going past Hartington
There are
mines.
3 trains waiting at these mines.
There are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't finish this. I got distracted. I'm trying. I fixed that direction route, but I haven't fixed that direction route. There's just simply no way because it's all a one-way system. And as I said, we're trying to get from the wrong side because everything we're driving on the right most of the time, and in this case, we're coming up on the wrong side.
So I'm confused as to where it went to.
It went to because it's a big one-way system. That's the only possible route it can take.
Yeah.
But I have now optimized it. There you go. That should be
So for your lights.
much better. I will never forget my lights. So we've got Treddington, so Broadway is... I wasn't allowed to put a... Come on, please. Is it? Controlling. Yes! Broadway Valley. Awesome. So, Broadway Valley accepts the valuables. And so does somewhere else. Forget where.
Oh. Oops.
Oops, it's never what I want to hear in this game.
Coal Train 3 didn't unload at the Valley of the Rars. It went straight through to the servicing depot. It's told to go to Valley of the Rars far end.
Yeah,
And-
but servicing takes priority.
Yeah, but then is it going to do a loop? Is it going to go back?
Probably
It's
will.
not told to unload.
Huh? Well, no.
The instruction is go to Valley of the Rars far end and then go back to the
Unload is a forced command. That means
Right.
unload no matter what. If
Okay.
so never click that one because, for example, if the nuclear power station closes, it will continue to offload coal at Valley of the Rars.
I'm going to put a depot just before the platforms
That's a good idea.
because then it hopefully will
Well,
do something.
there is
So
one.
now it's going to go all around the loop to try and get this coal into
Yeah,
that
there we
station
go.
again. And then lights. Cause reasons.
I'm tempted, by the way, just to tell one train to go to one valuables and one to the other, and just to see if it works.
Have you got platforms and loops?
I think so. I don't know. Hence, I'm kind of.
That's got to go. Oh. Watching Coal Train 3 at the moment. It's got to do the loop at Heartbridge Mines in order to go back to Valley of the Rars.
Now, the problem with valuables is it takes a long time to get the valuables in and out, and you only get them when something else arrives. So sometimes you end up with 2 trains waiting for the resources, and the third one is arriving that would make the resources happen, but it can't because there's nowhere for it to go into. It's a real pain. But the money for valuables is better than anything else in the game.
Oh yeah.
Even better than coal, and that's saying something. Before we play through the next round, I'm going to have to read up on path signals. I thought I understood them, but I don't, apparently.
Yeah, and we've got Profit Maker 4001 going the wrong way.
What do you mean the wrong way?
No, is that not waiting? What the hell's going on here? A train waiting for train waiting for train? So now we've got lots of trains all in a big of a munge. Ooh, that was nasty. 90 degree turn. No, that was a 245 degree turn. Oh, that's a 90 degree. Yes, 245, yes, no, that's fine.
Well, 9 degrees is bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It's the fact that there's all these other trains queued up for fuck knows what.
Well, it's at the front. it's-
Sluntfields, I'm looking at Great Sluntfield South.
Uh,
There's one train that just sat there waiting.
oh, look, Great Sluntfield South.
What is it waiting for? Oh, is there no lights between there and there? What was it stopped for?
Oh, it should be alright. I don't see any issues. They're quite. I think they might be quite slow. They're quite big trains, so offloading and unloading
No,
is
but
slow.
it's not coming down to the platform. Is my problem.
Who
It's
isn't?
just
Sorry.
Sat there a long way off.
What isn't?
I'm gonna just put. I'm gonna
What-
put
wait,
one
what-
extra set of lights
What isn't?
in. And now it's moving. Damn it.
I don't know which train you're talking about.
Goody Two Shoes.
Alright, so that's a goods train.
It's coming through the Valley of the Rars.
Oh no. The East Factory has gone under.
The one we never used.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Well, I tried to set up a line serving it, but I think I was too slow.
Well, there used to be a weird thing. I mentioned this. If you didn't use a factory, it couldn't go bust. But it kind of went into a state where it recorded all the years it hadn't made any money, and then rather brilliantly, it would suddenly go bust. The month after you've got your first train arrive. Wow, Nunbury Pootings has turned into quite a busy station. Andy, what should we call the valuables train? Oh, I
Hold
know.
on, lads. I've got a great idea.
Now I've got to call it something valuable. I don't think
How
Andy's
about-
here.
How about the Self-Preservation Society?
Oh, bollocks.
We are the Self-Preservation Society.
I do like that film.
Yes. I've only seen it a couple of times. Once, maybe. I don't know. Let's try.
It's it has dated more than a little bit with the
The electrics.
no.
Make all the lights change. Doing a thing.
No, well, no, that bit was adorable. It's the weird Benny Hill fetishization of women in it. It's a '60s film, you know. Times have a
Should we
change.
shag now or shag later, baby?
Yes, it's. Oh wow, I'm really pushing the limits of what I can get out of this now. That's awesome. Anyway, so Andy's mum is loading up on valuables,
Right.
but I do need 2. So I don't think Schalke's doing any valuable stuff. Sadly, unless you want. Oh my god,
My
Schalke.
copters are doing.
Brutway Halleport is crazy. Well, what I'll do is I will make a clone of the valuables train, and I'll send it to the other train stations. So the idea is that hopefully at all points they're either queuing at opposite stations or travelling between them. Why would you have done that, you stupid ass train?
Oh, they're all waiting here, coming out of... What's this platform? Tarfingfield Airport. Trains all have to wait for everything to come out of Tarfingfield Airport in order to get... Oh, there's just because there are no lights sort of to order them. Does that make sense? I'm going to be naughty and put one light there. There we go. Because basically there was a train waiting for everything to come out clear from the airport.
Uh-huh.
Which is fine, but it's just there's a long wait for all these trains to come through. Like, you could have had one other train come through at that point.
The rule of thumb in this game is simple. If you have an equal number or less trains than to platforms, it's easy. And the moment you have more trains than platforms, life starts to get more complicated.
Hmm. Oh, what the...
I'm just optimizing
Oh, no, it's fine.
Andy's mum a bit here. There's not enough.
Well, there's one train that's constantly queued up behind another.
If there's one faster and there's no alternate route, I'm afraid that is.
There
what's
is no
going on.
alternate route
Yeah.
right at this second. Well, you put a bridge over to make it alternate, but then they're constantly waiting for each other at the railway. Sorry, at the station, which means the station could do with expanding.
Sometimes easier said than done, but yes.
Yes. Valley of the Rolls means another platform.
Oh, and if only there was a place reserved to put it. Why haven't
Yeah.
I done so? Because they hate
have.
you.
You have.
Okay, put the third platform down then.
You can't because
They
won't let
hate
you.
us.
We're not put one on the other side. We
What,
don't care about the
inside the nuclear power station? No, we cannot.
We could put
Coal
it just,
copper.
yeah, we could just sort of unfuck the area beside it and put it beside it.
No, Max, I've reserved 7
No,
spots.
to the other side of it. I mean,
Well, that's.
can we build?
Well, no, just because you build it 5 tiles to the right doesn't mean they like us any more than they like us.
Except supplies, girls, man. So why can't we build? I'm confused here. Can we? Is it impossible to build on the right because it doesn't involve that town?
What to achieve? What, delivering coal?
Just to let more. Well, I don't know what we're delivering. I don't know what's stopping us getting that speed through.
Well,
I mean, this is a through station. Some trains come past here and don't want to stop, do they?
yeah. So let's fix
So
that.
can we not put a bypass?
That's what I'll try and do.
Okay, so if I do that, that's what I was saying. Where you put a platform there.
Oh, I was just going to go around to the right, but yeah, I was just going to. I mean, you can't. If sometimes the solution to problems is just more railway track. Again,
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
more...
saying. Can you see where I put the thing? Oh, that was priceless.
What, the fact I did exactly the same thing on the other side.
No, the message.
Andy's mum is lost.
I'm sure Andy will thank you for that one later.
As I said, it's Andy's mum because she's valuable. Right, Andy's mum.
Profit's going down. What are these coal trains doing?
Where the hell are you going?
Why is there a train named after my mother?
Because she says it's a valuables train. Keep up.
It's a they've named a valuables train after my mother.
What?
They
don't know.
being a certain person.
Don't say I don't know, Andy. You know exactly why. I've forgotten the name of your better half.
What, Lauren?
Lauren, thank you. Lauren, he tells lies.
Apparently I lie. I don't know everything, I'm assuming.
I did see someone, you know the phrase "my better half" or "haha, my worse half." I saw someone that described them as my taller half, which I quite liked. Hey, more bets. Oops. Oh no! Andy's mum just ran over road vehicle 12.
Have you just crashed?
No, no. Andy's mum just ran over road vehicle 12.
Because she's going straight through that place. What the fuck? He just turned around. Oh, okay.
Huh? What is it? Andy's mum, what are you doing?
She went through the. Yeah,
I'm
she
gonna
went there
find
and
this
back again.
train. Like,
It's because there's one-way signals, and she's got not
Meow.
playing the one-way signals.
Yeah, but then she should take the right-hand
Right.
walk.
Yeah,
What?
but she's not.
where's this thing going?
She's going left-hand fork. No, back. Bye-bye.
And then the right-hand fork should take it back to... Oh,
7 die in a fireball after collision with
Incoming.
train.
Well, stop it. Oh, there's a lack of lights on the area.
Oh.
Oh, wow! Oh, someone's saying send coal train 4 to...
Oh yeah, I was gonna
Depot.
sell it.
How did that go so wrong?
It was only a kiss.
Oh, I thought it was going to kill the buses again.
I want to see if we can manage without coal train 4, so I've just left it in the depot. If we can get manage without it, I think I might just sell it. Yeah, coal train 1 is on its way back. I'm only 47% loaded.
So I don't understand why this train here does not decide to pick any other line than that one. But oh, I guess eventually I'd like to upgrade. Oh, Nunbury Pootings could do with being more lines if they'll have us. They will. Huzzah. The way I phrase that, Andy, makes me think of the please stop praying for my grandfather. He's too strong now and cannot be stopped.
What did I just come into?
Yes, what did you come and do?
Apparently my family are terrorising the world.
You came into Andy's mum, apparently.
Yeah.
Andy's mum is the name of the valuables train we just made.
Ah,
That then promptly ran over a number of
Several buses.
several buses.
Yes.
Right.
Because they don't obey the traffic lights, apparently.
They do, but they're just not.
These traffic lights.
Well, these buses need traffic lights. Is the answer to your question?
Yes.
Oh, is it possible to get that in there? I'm not sure if it is. Oh, yes. I
So
can
this
get
game is extremely loud on startup.
it.
Yeah, I've turned all of the audio off on this.
I'm not. I've got the music on, and I'm playing the Doom soundtrack.
Okay, I can agree.
Like,
Which one though? The recent one or the old one?
It's got. You
The
can
best one.
So the mods allow you to download a bunch of stuff, and music is one of them. So I'm playing the original Doom mid soundtrack.
Nice.
It's
Right,
nice.
So, how do I join? So I take it you guys are in a multiplayer game, eh?
Yes,
Yep.
there's the password that I have typed in the chat. Basically, we have two passwords, which is that one or that one. Those are the two passwords.
Okay.
The long and the short one, we're using the long password. And I believe the game name is LockDown. If not, the IP address should be pinned.
Lockdown Latin.
Pinned.
If you can see one called LockDown LAN, then either someone's really copying our
Find
idea.
missing content. Download.
Yeah,
Downloaded. Okay.
I love how organised that is. You need a mod. Click.
Bruh.
You've got the mod. Brilliant.
That's actually just so good.
That's the way mod should be.
Join company. So
I mean, I'm all for people making their own content, but I just wish that, it's nice
Right,
when it's like,
who-
click,
who am I joining if I am joining?
make your own company.
I'm not sure either option's going to go very well. So we aren't late game. We are at the bit where monorails become the thing to have. The good thing about this game is if you do screw up, it doesn't really matter because you can just create a new company. So it's a bit like reality, really.
Right.
So what you can do is you can, well, that's it. You can come and join us and help, but you might be a bit like, oh.
No, sod it. We'll make a new one.
So the thing to know about this game, very important, it's really hard to make a profit with ground transport. Yay! Here comes player number 1 with company House 6.
Right.
The way not to go wrong. Oh, new bank being constructed near Lutway. So the way not to go wrong in this game is to make sure that the first thing you build makes money. I know sounds obvious, but
That didn't work for us.
yes, it did. We have been funded by that coal power station the whole time.
That wasn't the first. Oh, right. I think that's the first thing we built.
Heartbridge Mines was the first thing we built, and the Coal Bucket Express has done us proud.
Right. Okay, I have absolutely no idea how to play this game, so we're gonna wing it.
So we have four
Build trains crash into buses.
You have 4 options. Planes are very good but require significant investment. Boats are very slow and hard to make a profit from because they're slow, but they're pretty much the only way to do oil. Buses, ground vehicles, you almost literally can't make a direct profit in a good way. Oh, wow.
Whoops.
Did you press on the forbidden button? You pressed the
No.
You...
No.
Whoa!
Someone pressed the forbidden button.
Yes, I didn't press the fin button. I deleted the railway light, thinking it would do something sensible rather than just go, oh, I can go ahead! Whee!
You deleted
Well, you
the
just
railway
nuked
line.
every train.
So you deleted the train. The yeah. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't ever.
You can't do that.
Well, no. 'cause
Well, I did. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, that will have hurt our rating. Yes, you can do feeder services. So it is possible to make profit with buses by taking them to railways, things like that. Oh, don't clone them again. I've already cloned them.
Oh,
I've done that.
communication.
I did.
How do you get rid of the dead train?
Wait for a year.
Wait for a year.
Right, so how do I make like new connections and stuff like that then? Is that something I can do? Like
Yeah. So let's find somewhere that's.
Need a bigger map.
Lunningville? Why not Lunningville? Let's go for that nice little small one.
Go to Nunbury Central. So the best thing is
Go to where? Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Nunbury Central. What I'll do is I will run another copy of the game because that's how old this game is. I can just do that. I will rejoin the game as in your team, and help you. You are player 1
You
of
are-
Transport. Brilliant.
A very, very kind person.
Wow. So, I reckon we can set up a not completely horrendous setup from Nunbury Central to
Nunbury Central.
Treddington, more or less. So I'll just mark out rough. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't count 4. And maybe that's a little bit close. This is somewhere a bit further away, but not too far away. Rarborough. There we go.
Going to wing it.
Apparently you
Competition
can't
for
force a
ride.
crash train to proceed without waiting for the signal.
Okay.
So what did you say it was called? Bragborough.
So the 5th icon along is the town directory, and you can
Yep.
find it. So we're going to go from Chinborough to Nunbury.
Chinborough to Nunbury. Okay.
Yeah.
Trains are cleared.
So I've laid out for you a handy 2x7 area at both, and that's what I would recommend as a reasonable but not astounding place to start by placing a station. At each end. So one at midway between Chinborough and Treddington, and one at Rarborough.
So
So the build railway station icon looks like a picture of a railway track, and it's
right. So that's
eight
where it
from the
actually
right.
is then. Build railway station.
And you never, ever, ever, Andy, are you listening? Never, ever, ever build a railway station less than 7 long, ever. Just don't do it, Andy.
So
are you
number
listening?
of tracks 7.
No, number of tracks 2. Platform
Number of
length
tracks
7.
2. Platform length 7.
Maximum.
Right.
Yes, 7 by 2 is bad. 2 by 7 is perfect.
Is it worth expanding
So
the
if I
mine one then?
slap it.
No, not the point.
So have you made a little area that's...
Yeah, hopefully you should see green is your colour, so you are looking for a 2 by 7 collection of little green signs.
Yes, I do.
Hey, and now build another one at Rarborough, which is due northeast. Yes, thank you,
East.
Andy, or Max.
Farnbury, so.
What?
Rarborough.
Rarborough.
Rob? Well, Scooby-Doo.
Which is northeast, about 30 tiles.
Northeast about 30 tiles. Look for the green bits.
Middle mouse. Oh, you might want to change it, but middle mouse
Oh,
button.
Rathborough, sorry. Rathborough. Right, yeah.
Right mouse
There you
button
go.
scrolls you in that. There you go. Cool.
Okay, and then
Oh.
I'm assuming connections.
Hold on.
But not using our lines.
No, you can't. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, now connect them up. So that is the. Yeah, you've got it.
Okay, so how does it interact with roads? Does it go? Can it go underneath?
You can't afford that. Go around Nunbury, not through it.
Yes.
The number keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Select the railway construction tiles.
Okay.
Really?
Right. Is there a way to maneuver the trees out of the way? Because I can't see
X.
exactly where the path ends.
X.
X. Thank God. So
I'll
if I
turn
do
them
just
off permanently, 'cause
a
it's
straight
absolute rubbish.
like track that way, would that work? No.
No.
Okay, so I've got to angle it.
Yes. Now, the important thing to note with the angles is that there are 2 locations within a tile you
There
can
are.
place things on, as demonstrated there. And
Right. Okay. So I
will,
want to get rid of that.
I will tidy that up for you because I'm nice.
Yes. Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. So there
This
we go.
train station
way.
is just
And then will
embedded in a city, not connected.
Which one?
Rennington.
Right, and then I imagine it will just do that. Okay, that's good
Yeah,
to know.
and it's because they built like a whole block of flats between us and the way out, and they hated so much they won't let us blow it up to. So we're kind of. You can also click and drag, by the way.
Yeah, I've just figured that out.
We're only appalling, so...
That's as bad as it gets. What do you think's worse than that? What do you think it just goes? It just goes murderers.
It might.
Maybe.
Okay, so obviously I want to try and get down to that now, which is that one. There we go.
I've never had that before. A train actually on the immediate tile before a depot breaking down.
It'll just in the way in, going, oh,
Yeah.
it's like just rolling.
Yeah, literally. It's
I don't think
mad.
that's a valid. Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is valid. You are allowed to do that. Oh my god, Schalke, you have so many trains. The bus are just saying. Brum, 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 brum.
Yeah. I've stopped checking whether it's sensible, so hopefully it is.
Okay, now about halfway between the two, somewhere sensible, and I'll leave you to decide what it is. Build a depot. So that's the 6th icon along, but make sure you build it so it points towards the railway lines, not just next to it, as I have done.
Right. So is that any particular size, or is it just a 1x1?
It's a 1x1.
Right. Okay. So I do that there.
Yeah, cool. Now click on the depot and click on new vehicles.
New vehicles.
Now thankfully we can do something easy. So just build a manly moral DMU.
Memory Moral BMU.
DMU.
By vehicle.
Cool. Now click on the new train that's turned up and you should get a little pop-up window.
Yep.
And click on the yellow arrow.
Yellow arrow, center on it. Yellow arrow. Yep.
And then click on go to, and then click on Rarborough Central, and then click on go to and go to Trennington North. You can also bring up the list of your stations with the 8th icon along and click go to that.
Right.
Handy hint for you. And then that's it. Click on the red cross and the train should go. Red cross. And...
Currently. There we go. It's red cross on the stop bit. Yeah. Click on
Okay, cool.
stop.
Now click on the little picture of a sheet of A4 that says show train details.
Show train details. Yep.
And give it a name. It's not train 1.
Name.
I-
I'm very original and creative, so I'm just going to go Dawkins train.
How many trains are you planning on having?
Dawkins train 1. I don't know. No, I'm going to do it like Rathborough to Treddington.
So I'm just going to sort you out a little thing. So you're going to want more than one train on here, and you need to have your first thing make profit. So you have a little bit of not quite trial by fire, but if you get this wrong, you'll just slowly sink into running out of money.
Hmm.
Are there actually any unclaimed resources on the map here?
I don't know.
Because what do you do at the point where they're all taken?
Compete, fund your own one.
The saw is not exporting goods.
Multiple export ones aren't necessarily useful. So if we're using all of the wood on the level, it doesn't matter whether or not we're using all the sawmills. Now, hopefully, Doc, you should be able to click on the depot and click on clone train, and you should be able to clone Rabda Train. Not the best name, but you know it is a name.
Clone train.
So you can click.
Yep, clone train.
Clone train directly. There we go. Yeah. I mean, pretty much that's it.
Go.
That's the whole game. So what I've done is I've built you a little system. So hopefully I haven't ballsed it up. So now what will happen is one train goes that way, one train goes this way. You should be able to get 2 trains in the station, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ask you to explain these to you because I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'll do something here. But the other rule of thumb is there's a little button there on your train with a picture of a red cross in front of a signal. Never press it. None under any circumstances should you press that button. No matter how much you think you know what you're doing, do not press that button. Max, I hope you're also listening. Don't delete don't delete signals and then connect them up again.
I'm trying to do the thing where you have entry and exit signals, but they're not giving me the right icon.
I'm not sure. Let me just. The other trick is the more railway line you've got, the more trains you can fit on it. I know it sounds obvious, but it is the case.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm going to switch back to my game then. And I'm going to upgrade the trains to the good ones. Okay. Oh, and if you're running at 4K, there are some options to scale it up bigger which you might want to use.
Right. So, how do I get back to your game then? Is it just?
What? No, I'm running 2 copies of the game. One logged in as you, one logged in as me. One logged in, one on different stations.
Right.
But yeah, you are now, I hope, making money. Ironically, there's just been a new version of that vehicle arrive, so I will set you up to automatically replace. It's slightly better. Slightly cheaper to run too. So yeah, you can... The fascinating way this game works is the further you take something and the faster the more money they pay. And with a lot of stuff, they don't really care where, just how far away it is. So passengers are the exception, but with like mail or something, they don't care where you take it. All that matters is the further away you take it and the faster you got it there, the more it makes. But you could now run something from Lutway or I can't see the name of these places. Great Slumpfield. Yes, you can set up another A to B, like Prenton to Wantway-on-Sea, or you could connect Prenton up to your current network, and then think, the world is your oyster. I've put bus stations on both of them, so you could also run a bus network to there. So that could be very efficient.
Right. So the fact that somebody's already got a bus station there, does that mean I can piggyback off theirs and just buy vehicles for it, essentially?
No, you have to do your own one.
Have to do your own. Cool.
Yeah, you used to not be able to put them next to each other, but they appear to have made that appears to be relaxed, so that's good. Now, have I messed up these signals? My God, I haven't. Go me. But if Rarborough or Treddington start to overfill, your trains can be made much longer as well.
Right.
Max, you were saying something a minute ago, and I was going to have a look at it. And I can't remember what it was.
Right.
What's the last thing you said?
How did you manage to get all these trains stuck?
That maybe was what Max was talking about. Where?
Bottom of the map, bottom left, I guess. Well, far left. Okay, if we're gonna go by your insane, like. There's like 4 trains that are stuck.
Oh no, that's my fault. I built railway, not electrified railway. There you go, fixed.
So I just made it permanent. I don't know how I did that, because I didn't do anything coming into this game to make it do that.
But what about all the other?
Yeah, it was
I
the
see.
lights.
That bit I recently
coal.
fixed. That's why it's all just bollocks. Which coal? Sorry, the Andy's coal.
I renamed it to Kerblui.
Ironic, yeah.
Put an extra station in.
Remember, the important thing is that there has to be a train waiting under all circumstances.
Yeah, see those. So now there's a train coming in.
I also like to point out you've got 1 exit signal, not 2.
I can't get it to give me the right signals at all.
The right signal is that one. Oop.
Block, isn't it?
Yeah, just a.
I just put normal signals on the exit. I don't really care about those. It was the entrance I wanted it.
Yeah, but you have to have it on the exit, otherwise one train won't leave because there's another train on the same line.
I wanted what I thought was required was further up the line to let the trains choose between the 2 platforms. You need one.
Yeah, so you want to choose between so what you want them to do is choose between one of the platforms, but not go through unless there is a platform. So to wait at the first light until there is a second light.
Oh,
yeah.
You've not electrified the rail again.
Then please.
I picked the thing off the menu. And give it
How do I overwrite it, or do I have to delete it and then?
Just the very right-hand icon is convert upgrade signal.
Oh.
Yeah, so Max, it should look like that. I've done it in a nice layout, so it's easy to see.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But instead,
if it's already got something there, you have to use the top right one called signal convert.
but then how do you tell it which one you want?
It then converts it to the one you've got selected. If you don't,
So-
if you don't have signal convert, all it does is it cycles around the direction of the current one. Just
So I
very
had
annoying.
that. And it's like, right, I want that one. So I pick the thing, and it's like green dot, okay. And nothing.
So if I try and just click, all it does is it just cycles
Signal
around the
convert.
direction. So it just cycles
And
around.
then what? Oh, and then it converts it to.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just changes the direction of it.
That's a bit of a bugger, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not brilliantly
Okay,
clear.
fine.
But yeah, what you've got there means that if both of the vertical white signals are white, then a train will wait at the horizontal yellow.
Right. Thank you very much.
Wow, this coal mine is so much better than the other one.
Press F to pay respects.
You're welcome.
What does pressing F do?
Oh, it's for Call of Duty thing where during the cutscene you have to press F to pay respects.
You
at
do.
A funeral. It just became a meme.
Yep.
Big meme.
Just basically just a little bit crass.
But the point is, if you've got two trains sitting in the station,
That does
Then
not doesn't improve your rating any more than one.
but it won't. But the point is, you get more coal out of it because the
Well, you-
second one train's full, the other one's getting the coal. It's not a wait. There's not a delay. There's no. It's just immediately switched over to the other train and starts filling it.
Only slightly.
Yeah, but you are correct. That is slightly better.
Well,
Now,
it's about a couple
well,
of days.
can you come to Brutway and tell me why the bloody hell this isn't working? Is it that I need a signal there? Oh, that appeared to be what it was. I needed a signal on the way out. What? What?
It's not moving still. What the
No,
bloody
the
hell is
trains
that?
weren't coming in, but I think I needed a signal. That seems to have solved it.
Numberese local authority refuses to allow this.
Now, that means they don't like you enough yet.
Ah.
So there are three ways of fixing this. One, run an excellent service. Two, bribe them. This has problems. Or three,
This has problems. Really?
well, sometimes you get into trouble. Or three, and I like this one a lot, build a shit ton of trees. Now, you're not really rich enough to do that one, but if you build a shit ton of trees, they forgive you anything, including bulldozing all the way through the middle of the city.
I like this, including bulldozing the city. Yeah, we're losing
Well,
money.
I find,
aren't
you've bulldozed the city. I built you some trains. Oh, right, okay, that's good then. Got
we?
some
Trees.
trees.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
love
fine.
trees. Yeah.
We
My
didn't
God.
need any tents anyway.
We hate you again. More trees.
Pardon me.
More trees. Yeah. Everybody loves trees.
Come on, road vehicle income, go up.
Road vehicles. Oh.
For
yeah.
shame.
Wait, hold on. Let me check. Road vehicles. So, are you now? Have you set up a feeder service?
I've set up a bus terminal from Chinborough to Lower Rennington.
So, remember at the beginning of the game, I said it's almost impossible to make money with buses.
Yeah, I just
Right.
wanted to see if it worked the same way, which it does.
Yeah. So, but you will be much better off going from Chinborough South to Treddington North, and from Lower Rennington to Treddington North. You will do enormously better because
So if I then set up another station
You
in
don't-
Treddington and connect
No.
the both of them to
No,
that.
you have a station in Treddington. It even has a
Oh,
bus
train-wise,
depot.
you mean? Yeah.
No, yeah. So you can run Chinborough South to Treddington North via bus, and then if people want to go to Rarborough Central, they'll change at Treddington, and you get even more money.
Big brain.
Yeah.
Big brain. Yeah.
You said trees fix things.
I mean, what the fuck, Andy?
How
What's he
many
done now?
trees?
Well, wait, no, never mind. I'm on Doc's game, and I was like, holy shit, you just spent 3.5 million on trees. No, wrong game. It's okay. Oh no, has the oil refinery gone bust? Oh, it's gone. Oh man, we were relying on that.
Were we?
Train 10 was making goods for Panning Head South. Now all the goods trains can just be retired. Goody Two Shoes
There are-
could not make money.
There are other oil rigs.
It's alright, I'll change the orders. Right, okay, so Goody Two Shoes is now going there. Andy's fake taxi is not making it as much money as I would have liked. Oh, and has Andy's mum killed someone?
Well, again,
It's a habit forming there.
No, it doesn't appear to be Andy's mum. Someone else's.
Oh, blimey, the oil train needs servicing.
Oh no, it was. It literally was Andy's mum again.
One of them's lost. How are you lost?
need a
What's lost?
murderous like train.
One of me buses is lost.
Which one?
Doesn't know where it's going. Rent to tread 1.
What a brilliant name. Let us see. When to tread 1. So have you changed it so they're going to the train station now?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's happened. What has happened? Why is... hold on, let's have a look. So it's going to...
Water now.
No, hold on. You're going to... What are you doing? Why have you made Chimborough Woods? What's Chimborough Woods going to achieve?
That was meant to go for Treadington, but it comes under Chimborough for some reason.
I'm going to blow up Chimborough Woods, because that's a terrible idea. So,
Okay.
get that one. So what we'll do is we'll go Lower Renton to Treadington North. So that is a feeder service. So hopefully...
Oh, right, so you can do it just to the actual station.
Because so if you look at Treadington
Yep.
North, notice it has the logo of a train and a bus.
Yes, it does.
I also noticed though this isn't helping matters. These things this is just Schalke's awfulness. There we go. And we'll need to fix the other one in a sec. Schalke, could you... Oh, wait, that's not Schalke's. Let me just blow up that depot. There we go. I've just made a little one-way system, and we can actually get out now. I don't know what's going on. And then one way. Oh.
How do you see through buildings?
X.
No. Oh, okay, yes.
Ow. The amount of conviction, Brian. No. Oh, wait, yes. I think the issue... so what's happened, Doc, is you have built a... How to describe what you've done? You have built a bus depot, but you've built it sideways so nothing can actually get into it. So I need to connect a road up. No, I need to blow that up. There. I needed to connect.
And that's left. That's. Oh.
There we go. That should hopefully work now.
Ah, right. Okay, so I thought it was a thing where they just went in and turned around sort of thing.
Well,
evidently.
there's 6 different bus depots. There's top left, top right, top left and top right, bottom left and bottom right, bottom left.
Ah, I see now.
How do we turn the trees off permanently?
Be gone, trees. You fuck. No, I've no idea.
Because it's X temporarily does it, but
Okay.
I had all the buildings on, just said the trees off. Now I have to keep pressing X to get the trees and the buildings off.
I'm going to have to delete Chinborough South and turn it around because you've built it.
Yeah, I built it the same way, yep.
Yeah, but I usually use the through ones anyway. Like that. A bit easier to understand. And that railway. There we go. Hooray! But yeah, bus to... I'm going to fix that, by the way, for Andy's mum kills again. No! God, she needed then. Right.
Ford Transit Mark III minibus. I've worked on that.
Oh, this is cool.
We're
I
running...
found the hide options.
We're running with a specific mod to give us lots of extra buses and trains.
Right.
Okay, so X toggles what you've chosen to hide on and off.
Ah, right. Okay.
You can choose what to hide with Control Shift 1 through Control Shift 9. So
Well, I can't because
One
Control
is-
Shift is my shortcut key for mouse without borders, so that's not an ideal
Control Shift
choice.
1 is titles.
Control
2
Shift 1 is that computer. Control Shift 2 is this computer. Control
2
Shift
is
3 is that
trees.
computer.
So I'm going to
Four
sound
is
stupid, but
buildings.
is there a way to build another city as such? Or is that just an automatic thing that the game does for you?
You can't build any more cities, no.
Right.
You actually, hold on, you might be able to, but you can't afford it even if you can.
Yeah.
Where is the option to... fund new industry. We can build banks, factories, oil refineries, power stations, sawmills, and steel mills. Though.
Oh, you can get rid of them stupid pylons everywhere.
Oh,
Control Shift 8.
so you can. The only problem with that is it's a bit hard to tell whether or not something is upgraded. But, well, apart from that, the train will keep running around.
Yeah.
Oh, we have so many...
Control Shift 8, Control Shift 2. Very happy.
So, at Brockway Woods, Great Slumpfield South, Nunbury Poontings, Tarfanfield Airport, and Tompool Bridge, we have a huge amount of post. And at Nunbury Hub, we now have 4,500 people attempting to go to Prenton Central.
Poontings.
Oh my god, and there's 4,500 people here. Who named that train?
What train?
It's called Someone Didn't Name This.
Flat.
Well, you didn't, so I did.
But by naming
What train?
by
This train,
naming it,
what train's
Andy,
flat?
it now has a train. It now has a name.
Yes.
If you name it, you have to give it. You have to keep it.
Right? So like, I like if I named a guy's Ferrari, I get to keep it. Don't think that's
Yes.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
So
Yes.
if you put a train into a depot and you never bring it out, is that morally wrong? Where's Brett when we need him?
If you blow up 2 trains in the depot,
If there's anyone here.
Right. Are we making money yet? No. Okay.
No, I'm surprised.
people really
Maybe.
hate us.
Oh no, we are. We're plus 539 pounds. 19,
Really?
which is slowly
Let's-
going down.
Let's
But
have a look. You're making. You are no, you're making
Oh.
a $2,500 pounds a month.
Punninghead Woods is
Forget-
fucked.
Oh, not again. Panning
Unless I've
Head,
turned the things off. Hold on, maybe I've turned the.
Panning Head
things
Woods.
off.
Where's Panning Head Woods? Where's Panning Head? What even is anything?
I thought it was the oil depot, but it's just unless I've turned. Oh, I'm confused.
So Panning
Are there
Head,
no?
Panning Head Woods had I sent that train to the depot. It's gone. So Panning Head Woods is no longer useful. So I just sent the oil train to the depot. I have rerouted all of the goods trains that it was dealing with as well. I hope.
Okay. Does that mean I sell the train?
I guess you can. Yeah, sad face. Goodbye. Well, not an oil train. Not an oil train was a different train. What you could do, of course, is put valuables down next to Panning Head Woods and then route a train there. But it's a little bit hacksy. You get to the point where banks are 1.5 million and they make the money back really quickly. Andy's mum has made us £44,000 last year.
Are we allowed to bribe people?
You shouldn't because it's quite risky. What are you trying to do, Andy?
I want these people. I want to get rid of this building. Oh no, they've added even more buildings.
Well, what you should do, so where you want, put down the signs. It's under the landscaping tool. Put down the
Well,
little...
you already did that. I want to connect the station that's in the middle of a city for no reason.
Is this Lower
Oh
Renton?
no.
Yes.
Wood
it
production
Reddington
at
Holt
Keworth
you're trying to
Forest
connect up?
decreases.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wood production at Keworth Forest has decreased.
I mean, we can try, but it's going to be a struggle.
How is
You
it
see,
Try now.
just
struggle?
get angry
now.
if I to delete woods.
We're still appalling apparently, unless that thing's not updated.
Yeah, The other option is to... Actually, there isn't really another option, is there? I couldn't even build a bus depot. They still not
I
like
really
it?
hate it. Still appalling.
Okay, but are we allowed to... Yeah. If we don't screw up, and we will slowly gain ratings back. But unfortunately, there's not much I can do. I can't even build a bus... I can't even build a train depot around the other side. A train station around the side. To... Oh, yeah, I can.
Improve it.
There you go.
Keworth has a bank. Can we put
Wrong
a
city.
station there?
Is it the wrong city? How do I tell?
Well, I suppose it's the coverage. If you click on Rennington, then click local authority, and then click zone, I can't tell if they're included in that area or not.
Oh, no, it's 2 squares outside it. Damn it. Oops. Oh, no, Bronk worked out. Hate me. Yeah, Reddington, don't know. So yeah, there's nothing we can do. We can't even build a bus depot in there. So there's nothing we can do apart from wait. Just pray to the god of planning. What was the Greek god of planning called? Was there one? Probably was. Greek god of no, it would be the Greek god of planning permission.
Trees also didn't work. Just pointing that.
I did build a whole bunch of trees.
So did I.
Hey, Brett, we were just talking about you.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, that seems like an issue.
You can borrow more money.
Wow, it reflects real life.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but they do expect it to be paid back, or they will.
I'll break your legs.
That's a little
Sweet,
hard.
it's like my student loan.
No, nobody expects you to pay that back, Brett.
That's true.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Lousy kids getting money off us for free. Us tax-paying people. Yeah.
How dare they?
What do you
I know.
do? What do you do, Ardoc?
Mechanic.
Bit vague. Do you,
Just mechanic.
do you kill
Yeah.
people for a living? A car mechanic. Okay, right.
Yeah.
He's not a fixer.
Yeah, well, I've seen that.
No.
I've seen that Jason Statham film.
Yeah, that is accurate to my job.
Excellent.
That's exactly what mechanics do.
What's going on with Train 31?
I'm assuming it's
Sure.
new.
Oh, I can't build through somebody else's train. That seems like something I should probably have figured out beforehand.
Yeah, what's Train 31? Oh, it's a valuables train, but it's only got half an
Yeah.
order.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I want to go
okay.
to the thing. Doesn't matter where it goes in that station. What I'd like it to is go there, and I'd like it to...
Wait, have you built a bank? Or are you...
Oh, I built a bank, yes, I have.
Okay. Oh. Did you just build a bank in the middle of nowhere?
I didn't build a bank.
And did he mention that he's a car mechanic that also failed to complete his driving test 5 times?
I mean, yeah, happens.
I just found it amusing.
Why has it got 2 fuel orders, but it still has an instruction to go somewhere?
Yeah, but then what's it do when it gets there? It's warning you. It's
I
about...
don't care. I'm sorting it out.
Yeah, but well, that's
Bloody hell.
That's why it's
I'm trying to stop
warning.
it costing us
That's
a
why
fortune.
it's warning you. It's not making
Where the hell
you
is
do
it going? Bloody hell, it's going absolute batshit route.
Keyworth Woods. Where the fuck's Keyworth Woods?
Which is just literally where it started. It could have gone, oh, I deleted the loop, didn't I?
This is what
Yeah,
I love
okay.
about this game. You go, stupid track, the fuck are you doing this for? What's going on? Oh, it's my fault. Wait, hold on.
Right.
Because
So-
it's always your fault, 100% of the time. Hey,
So it's like programming.
yeah, I mean, does Nigel Mansell know how to change his own fuel? Well, probably not. His own tyres? No, he doesn't. You don't have to be good at driving to fix a car, or vice versa.
True.
Yeah, Brett.
No, I was just reading the chat. Jason Statham has 2 fewer orders in the schedule.
Right, so how do I get round somebody else's trains then? I know it's going to sound stupid.
Well, I mean, apart from
Bridge?
this answer of go around them.
Right,
Oh, where is one option?
bridge. Ooh, that's a...
Guys, clearly the solution is you strap some people to them and let someone else choose and have them all.
I like it. So far we've had the issue that Andy's mum has decided that murdering literally everybody else in the world is an appropriate way to solve the trolley problem. If there was a bus in the route, should I run it over? Yes, coming through. That's what's happened. She's now murdered like 120 people, Andy.
It's because the gates changed state as the train was coming.
Yeah,
And the boss is already committed to it.
I've changed it to a thingy.
Less murderous.
Jason Statham, by the way, are you doing it via goods in? You're not. You need to do it via goods in, or we're
No.
going to the wrong station. So I will fix that for you.
Please fix it. It's going to Lloyd's Bank, hopefully.
Lloyd's Bank.
Yep. And what do you call
Oh,
your
well,
bank?
fine.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Have you
I'm
made
with-
Lloyd's Bank yet?
I'm with TSB now.
There. Yeah.
I can't see a station called Lloyd's Bank.
Well, you're not looking very hard. I'll put a sign over it saying Lloyd's Bank.
What's the name of the
It's
station?
not. It's not the site. The name of the station is Keyworth Woods.
So why don't you name it to Lloyd's Bank?
Right, what? Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Keyworth.
Okay.
So Keyworth Woods, then to goods in.
There you go. Lloyd's Bank.
then to New Flubber Woods, and clear that up. So Lloyd's Bank to Goods Inn to New Flubber Woods. Okay, Jason.
And then it needs another bank to go to, which I've got to try and find. Can we find that? It
Wait,
must be
is there not one at New Kewworth Woods?
Oh, of course, you can take it from it to it, can't you? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but New Kewworth Woods doesn't give us valuables, so that was maybe not an idea.
No, it can go from the same bank to the. Can you not
No,
take the?
no,
it has to
no.
go from one bank to another.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
Aha,
following
I
this
have-
plan.
Built a big
Uh-oh,
railway
where-
system.
Which way should the train go?
Whether or not it
Congratulations.
works, I don't know.
It's Jeffrey Dahmer in the making there, Schalke.
Who's that?
The guy that killed those people and ate them?
Oh,
Oh.
How do you tell what industries and things are on the bloody map?
Well, it's got little...
That one.
it tells you. It literally says
Oh,
there
yeah.
are this many of this industry.
Toggle townlands off. Cargo, transport routes, vegetation.
Go to there, and then go to.
The idea is we will be playing
Yeah.
this again. We haven't played this in a long time, so we're not quite sure on what settings we actually
Start.
wanted. So some stuff might be a little bit harder than it should be, and some stuff's probably a little bit too easy.
Tonpool Bridge. That's got a bank.
It does. Tonpool Bridge on it though, if it's the one I think it is. Oh, Tonpool.
Tonpool Bridge.
Your best bet is actually Trellington Woods because that will cope with it. Tonpool Bridge does that actually accept valuables? Tonpool Bridge is a terminus though, so it's not a good one to put load onto. Doesn't accept
Remington has
it doesn't,
a bank.
It doesn't accept it though.
Right.
But if you send it to
Lutway.
if you send it
That's
to let me rename this one to HSBC Bank. If you send it to HSBC Bank,
Where's that?
it's called HSBC Bank. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
what it is.
I'm looking at the industries map and it's a pain in the ass. So
But-
how do I find it easily?
The sixth icon along, display list of company stations. You can just tell Jason Statham to go directly to HSBC Bank.
Why is there not a station called Jason Statham?
Jason Station.
Jason Station.
missed opportunity. Wait, so why is there a new 2? What happened to the new 1?
Well, there is a new one. I just
What?
don't have it on screen. I have a lot of trains.
Oh, okay.
If I put all the trains on screen, I'll run out of space.
Oh, interesting.
It will just be trains.
I'm going to drop out. but,
Okay, Andy. Thank you for coming along.
I made a profit today, I think.
That's
There's
not very
that.
certain.
I set up a coal line, and that appears to be doing all right. So I'm happy with that.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Cheers for that. I'll
You're welcome.
catch you guys later.
Right. Thank you for the commit, by the way. Most useful.
All right. Not a problem. Catch you later.
Bye for now.
Did you know we spent like most of last night talking about the commit?
No, it actually happened, so it's all done.
Great.
So we're going to Lloyd's Bank, then New Fluborough Woods, then HSBC Bank. That doesn't sound right.
Yes.
What's
What?
new? Why New Fluborough Woods?
Because it has to go through that station
Does it?
via the goods thing. Yes. It's not stopping.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want it? Are you? Why are you forcing it? It will always take the best route. If you tell it to go via a station, it might not take the best route. It will definitely do the route you
That is
told
the
it.
best route.
Okay.
That is the best route. The bank's the terminus.
I have the wrong kind of signals there.
Well, it hasn't crashed yet, so that's that.
If you have any signals or a depot on your line, nothing can ever crash. Never, ever, ever delete a signal or press the ignore signal button unless you are very, very sure.
But buses are racing here.
Oh, they, if you have a faster bus and a slow bus on a railway, then they will overtake each other, which is awesome. Like, I think the game is best with fewer villages, much further apart, so you actually have to run them a long way.
I mean, can't you do it? Can't you choose to do that though? Like,
Yes.
For the map, like massive mapping.
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, this is.
But then doesn't doing that then mean you need massive subsidies and masses of help to get that achieved?
No, because the further you take something, more money you make, so it does kind of help itself.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get hindered for some of it.
The problem you've got is if your map is too big, there's basically no point in playing it multiplayer.
Right.
Because you'll almost not interact or see each other.
Ah, hell.
Where are you going, Valley of the Ras? Yeah, I really wish Rabra didn't hate us. Rabra, what do you think of us? Very poor. Well, that's better than Izmir, which is appalling.
The bypasses aren't working, he says uncertainly.
Right, so railway signals. Let's have a look what you've done it.
That's no, did it right. So let me explain to you. So if we go to Rabra Central,
Yes.
and you've got the entrance from the southwest. So I've pressed X, so I've turned off everything's transparent.
Yes.
So the very, very left-hand signal is a
Yep,
one-way.
the one on screen currently.
Yep, that's a one-way signal. So a train will never, ever, ever try and go to the back of the other one because that's not a valid route. It will decide to do so earlier.
Right.
So it will take the left-hand route. Now, the next one is complicated, so we won't talk about that one for the moment. But the red signal is a one-way signal in the other direction. So no train will ever enter those airlocked pieces of railway without... It will never drive into the back of it.
From the wrong side.
From the wrong side, yeah. And that applies up to the previous junction. Now, that signal there, that is a path signal. That's a complex signal. So what a path signal does is the train will stop, and it will, if it can reserve all the track from the signal to its destination, it will reserve it and it will go. So in this case, the train will reserve the destination, drive into either of the free platforms, and then it will be able to come back out again. But on the way out, because it's a one-way signal, it can only go down the bottom right. I mean, really, that should be there, and that should be there like that. So let me just tidy that up a little bit. There we go.
I have hit the vehicle win condition.
Oh, well done.
One down and more to come. I have also the maximum income checked on.
I haven't looked at ours. Let's have a look at the... let's see what that's done to the graph.
Bonks.
Banks are quite hard to spot.
They are...
Yep. There's a thing on the map that lets you help spot them, but they're not very good, unfortunately.
So it's a one-way path. So
Oh, that's operating profit. No one else. So performance history. Yes, well, I think we get monorails. Maybe 2001 we get monorails.
Monorail.
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 So Schalke, we are neck and neck. You're slightly ahead of us at the minute. Swine. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we are cyan. So yeah, our minimum profit's a problem. We're only delivering 7 types of cargo because we're not doing oil. We don't have as much money as we need, and we aren't delivering as many units as we need to. 80 stations is going to be extremely difficult in this level.
I'm short of 80 stations.
To hit 1,000 score, you need to have a certain number of things. And 1,000 score is the perfect score. Can I get a better route to HSBC Bank that's not in now? I can't really. We are beginning to run out of room a little bit. For some reason, Tonpor Bridge is just building shit all over the place.
Can you use other people's railway lines if you hook up to them? Assuming they're compatible, of course.
No, you can't use other people's railway lines at all.
Ooh, that's not bad. Wow. Okay, HSP Bank's got 135 bags of valuables waiting.
Oh, is that a new? Oh, is Grain Train new?
Grain train? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just give me a warning about it.
right, now if I've been a smart cookie, this might work.
Wow. Where are you? Where are you?
Big F.
Yeah, big if. So yeah, that works.
What is that goods train doing? It just did a U-turn. Why was it coming down here anyway? Where are you from?
How old was this game, by the way?
90. Originally 92. This one is this is the
Open source one, right?
95 for Deluxe. I think
2 whole years before we were born.
Speak for yourself.
He is.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I am.
so I've still not been born yet. Oh, wait.
Yeah, me and Brett. Hey.
Trans is a very similar game to this. I'm starting to see the differences.
Yeah, I was ashamed because I would like a visually better version of this game. I really would. And I was a bit disappointed that Simutrans didn't seem to do anything particularly better, just not as well. Like, it's added complexity, but without necessarily adding fun with the timetables and the routes and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to. I just want a train to go from A to B.
It's not like that. It's not in the game.
I didn't
But like
see.
the depots here, you have to choose which orientation. In the other game, you can just put it on a road and it figures out what is appropriate orientation for the depots.
That would be sensible. Yes.
Well, it hasn't broken so far.
What train is it?
One way on Seawards.
Well, you got two trains without names. Train 4 or train?
Train
3?
4 and 3.
Well, 3 isn't happy because it's waiting for a pass. Yeah. So all the bit in the middle. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That.
Yeah, it's a long
okay.
way.
Okay, so let's go to the middle, and I will just I'll show you how to do a passing place.
Oh yeah, no, I've sort of done that up near the bridge.
Let me show you how to do it properly.
Yeah.
Oops. No, clicking wrong.
You persistent cough.
No, I've already had COVID.
Well done. Do you know how you got it?
I'm assuming it is either work or out at a Tesco's.
Because I know somebody got it, and he has no idea how he got it.
Yeah.
He thinks he might.
Like I
get
say,
it,
that's.
but it's like the only way I can think of is I got it walking my dog, like out in the park. Like that's all he
Lord.
did. So.
Yeah, like I say, it's either work or Tesco's for me.
That is an awfully long train. So I can't pause it, but you see that train arriving off the bridge? There's a train
Yes.
there waiting to go, but it can't because of that train there. But you've got that as a two-way.
Why did I just go back to the depot for?
It was knackered.
Oh, right.
Or you can set the servicing interval and stuff.
It was nattered.
Knackered.
Nattered.
Green Granted.
Shafted.
There we go. That should stop that one. So I've now done a little one-way bit there, but that means that you're not blocking just tons of the line because you didn't have any signals.
Yeah.
Honestly, given this age, this game could look a lot worse.
Oh, it looks great. It really. There is a 3D version on the PlayStation. It looks great. It's the worst thing I've ever played.
Yeah, sometimes it does be like that.
It's so pretty though. You can't believe it. I'm like, how did you get this out of a PlayStation?
Just too bad it's a bad game. So, are we making money again? Is a real question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to soup up your lines. You've now got quite a lot of trains and not a lot of track.
Hmm.
Okay, then when we're coming this way, that goes there and up like that. That doesn't need it. That. It's not enough room.
Getting more money currently out of road vehicle income than I am out of train.
Yes, but part of that road vehicle income is the train income.
Yes, obviously because linked to the bus
This is the
station.
link, yeah.
Yeah, to the train station. Yeah.
So what I really want to be able to do is see all the lights all the time. I know that they try and make you be able to see them, but I just wish you could see them all the time, regardless of what you were doing with them.
Make you see all the what? Sorry.
The traffic lights.
Well, you can. Oh, you. Well, when can't you see them?
Well, when they're like side on, they don't look. They're not very clear. There's like a couple of pixels
Yeah, they
that
aren't
are
very clear.
unclear. And from the back, it like you can see 1 pixel. I mean, come on,
So in theory, I could probably add a couple more trains to the system here because of the amount of passes we got.
I think I've improved your everything without making it worse.
I think I've improved your everything.
Absolutely.
Yes, my everything.
When you build new trains, by the way, you want to build dashes, not manly morals, because dashes are now the new hotness.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out a way to fix my own shit now.
I could see how that can be construed as a problem.
Yeah, I've got just trains just being stupid. So that train, I think that one's alright. And these other trains just go horribly. So if we do that, and make that, and then break that, we're now not so poor. We can now build on people's farmland, and we don't give a shit how much it costs. So that one kind of could do with going over and around that way.
If you don't tell a train explicitly to unload or load, does it do that?
Yes.
Does it
Yes.
load, unload automatically? Okay, fine.
It will pick up whatever's there. It will drop off whatever it's carrying if possible, and it will pick up whatever is there if possible.
Okay.
If you say full load, it won't leave until it's loaded. If you say offload, it will offload even if the station doesn't accept it. So
Usually a transfer sort of station.
in the old days, you used to have to do transfers manually by forcibly offloading and loading. The problem with that was those trains had never made profit, so the game didn't understand the profit was made further down. Thankfully, with the cargo dist, it is it actually works. It actually understands that.
Yeah.
So it used to be literally impossible. So as Shaq was talking about his minimum money and stuff, you literally couldn't complete the challenge. You'd have to basically get towards the end of the game and then just rep up all your transfer stations to make the one things.
So transfer money is money you already have or money you haven't had?
Transfer money is money that you're paying it forwards. So you get the money you would have got, and then that gets subtracted from the final destination.
Right. Okay.
So if the transfer is 4k and the income is 2, it means you lost 2 in running the vehicle to that.
Yes, but it means that you can't just deliver something to the other side of the map via loads of transfers and then get all the money. So if you deliver it slowly for the first bit, that kills you.
Mm. Bruh, my goddamn bus broke down. The other bus broke down.
That happens.
No.
Ironically, I work outside a bus depot. It's hilarious. You see this great big tow truck with this bus hanging off the back of it.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Do love me a good tow truck.
Prenton factory is filling up
It's
with
an
goods.
8-wheel monster. It's great. Just think what happens when they break down. You know. I suppose something of that same sort of size would be sufficient. But interesting.
Where's our nearest depot? There we go. And clone Goody Two Shoes. Called Goody Three Shoes. Or Goody Two Shoes 3.
Pretty 4 shoes.
Yeah, Prenton factory. I think Schalke may have sorted out his boats a little bit more. Oh, no, never mind. Can I help Schalke's boats any? No.
They're not right now.
Well, they're doing it, but they're not doing great. Oh, come on, Grain Train, stop losing us money. Or rather, come on, Panninghead Farm, sort it out. Though your ratings are quite high for Panninghead Farm, the next step is to start building statues. So, statue, 300,000. So, Padoink, Panninghead now thinks we're 10% better than we were 10 seconds ago. Hooray! So, statues are simply a plus 10% flat boost to all your ratings.
So how do I do cargo trains then?
Cargo trains, they have to go from a cargo taking source to a large city.
Right. Or can it go directly to the where it's supposed to be turned into other stuff?
So goods come from certain places, so sawmills, oil refineries, etc.
Yeah.
Cochrane 3 is lost, I say, as it goes immediately into... Really? Are
So
you lost?
iron ore mine to
wait.
steel mill. There's only one steel mill on the map.
There is, and I think there's only one iron ore mine.
Yeah. Which is currently not being worked on.
Are you reconnecting that up? Yes, you are.
Unless there's 2 iron ore mines.
Not... Well,
What way iron mine? I'm trying to service it.
there
A
are...
video about the trolley problem.
There's 3.
There's 3 iron ore mines and 1 steel mill.
Okay, so how do I get the steel onto, or the iron ore onto a train then? Do I have to just park a train next to it essentially, or?
Yes, yes. Put a station next to an iron ore mine. Make sure it's got the right hoppers on it.
Right.
Oh, Max, let me just fix you. There you go, you did it. Why is that train... Oh, it's waiting for itself. That's why. I do like just watching the trains go around. It's just very... And I'm also for my screen up, so those of you on the stream, hopefully you can just pick a train and watch it go.
Train, any train.
I also like having loads of trains up, so if there is a problem, I can usually spot it quite quickly. Oh, are you going to reconnect up the shortcut line, Max? Because Coal Train 1 is taking a very long route.
Working on it. I suppose it's bloody difficult to do this. Because I have to do... I don't know where I'm supposed to hook this up.
Damn it.
to.
Why is there a road bridge there?
What is...
How dare people build things?
Can I do... No, that's up, isn't it? Okay. That's on the same level as that bit, but that bit isn't, so that bit needs to come up, but I can't bring it up. Is that right? Must be very... Oh, fuck's sake. So if I take that little bit away, then I can bring that bit up. And then you can't build on it because it's got fucking tracks all up lumpy.
What I'd probably do is, hold on, just, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Do it earlier.
Yeah.
There you go. There goes a high-speed valuables train. That's
Going super slow.
It's because it
Broke down.
Yeah, the 90-degree corner hurts it there, and then it has.
What, 90-degree corner? Or 45?
If the train is describing more than 90, it's more than 45.
Yeah. It's 2 turns, isn't it? That's the problem.
Might be able to. Hold on, just with a little bit of. You can improve it even if you can't. Even if you can't fix it.
You can't go diagonally across uneven land, can you?
No, but you can.
To bring the whole thing.
But see, now that's still a 90-degree corner, but it's a 90-degree corner over 3 tiles. So it still will affect the train, but it will affect the train for less time. And if you're lucky, affect the train less. You should have, ideally, you're perfectly the...
Flatten the entire bloody area.
No. The corners should be 7 long if your train is 7 for maximum speed.
Yeah.
So never at any point is a train turning 90 degrees. It's very hard. You need to really use a lot of room up.
Because I'd like to straight across there. Is there enough space for starters? You could take the road out, which ain't going to be very... any friends. The trouble is this whole area is just approaching a hill. That's been built on the hill.
Damn it, why can't bridges go diagonally?
You what? Diagonal bridges.
You know what would solve this whole problem quite neatly?
Helicopters.
$500,000, is it? How much is it? Ooh. Is it shift click
Shift, yeah.
to get a quote?
Yeah.
Want to get a quote.
So at Looningville,
Hmm.
I have run out of
514,000.
room for new trees. Can I delete old ones to make
Well, no.
room
If
for
you
more?
delete them, they won't like you.
Maxed out on trees.
So I need to turn a train fucking 90 degrees on a 1x1 area. This is difficult.
Yes.
I need to cross a road, but the road turns halfway through.
Why are you doing goody two shoes? What's wrong? Get on with it. Oh. We have a train jam. Wait, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for him. You're waiting for
What flavour?
train flavour.
Oh. My favourite.
I'm an idiot.
raspberry.
I just spent 10 minutes looking at something that's so obvious to fix.
Okay. You
We're
get used to
learning
it.
God damn it. Why are you like this?
Sometimes analyzing what's wrong is more than the actual physical fix to it.
Years of practice. That's why it's like that.
Yes, I mean I've been playing this game since 1992. Like this is what I used to bunk off college. I used to go and drop my girlfriend off at college, go home.
Massive drugs. Don't forget the massive drugs.
No. So I dropped my girlfriend off at college. Anyone who was at college that didn't have lessons would come back to my place and we'd play this networked over a serial link cable.
Amazing.
So how close does the station need to be to the thing to drop off and accept goods?
It will tell you.
Right.
You know, wiggle it around and it will tell you. You have to cover 8/8 of a building, which is confusing. Sometimes it's very hard to get goods coverage because you need to cover like the middle. I'm just gonna grab a drink, by the way. Anyone want anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take a JD and Coke if you're having one.
Yes, I've got Jack Daniels in my house because I'm a fucking. Actually, I think I do. That's not the point. It's not mine. Sorry, Brett. I couldn't hear you. I just heard nothing.
Burp, 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 Mr. Robot.
Now, the real question is there a way to terraform in this to make land flatter?
You can't afford that.
Right.
That's the short answer.
I mean, I need like 2 tiles moved down 1.
Yes, you can.
There
do
you
that.
need it. I can do it for you.
I'm in my own little world, literally.
But where?
Hey!
Oh.
Did it, Reddit?
Apologise for my silence. I'm just doing a bit of work.
Sneak work.
Yes, I'm gonna have to get ready. 'Cause
How do you get paid for every hour you do?
I do. I was going to say that yes, I need to get ready for Friday because I'm doing a Fortress Craft. Oh, what's wrong with them? A Fortress Craft stream on Friday. For the first time in yonks. So hopefully I haven't forgotten how. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be looking at stuff. I haven't looked. There's a lot of. I'm not even sure what state I'm in. So I'm gonna look at where we are in Fortress Craft and try and get my head back in that space a little bit because I'm planning on beginning to. Yeah, go Andy's mum.
Go Gadget Andy's mum.
No, not Gadget Andy's mum. Andy, Max, you've done a serious boo boo.
I'm working on it.
No, Wood Transport 1 has just turned up at Lloyd's Bank.
Faster.
Yeah, that's a bit boo-booish.
I think you've got a. There's no one way.
I'm working on it, like I said.
Oh, good.
Well, I haven't touched it. I'm working on it.
No, never mind. Sorry, Lloyd's Bank is right next to Cuworth Forest. I apologise.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo! I have stuff moving. Oh boy, he really cruising.
Oh, Lord, he's thick.
How and or why are you empty?
You haven't told it to follow. There was nothing there at the time.
I haven't told her to do what, sorry?
There was nothing there. If it arrives and there's no passengers, unless you've told it differently, it'll just leave.
No, it's an iron ore thing. There is definitely iron ore in there.
Or is there? Let's die.
The wise one said.
La 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 la.
Ah, there we go. So maybe I had to do the route first, so it remembered where it was supposed to go. I don't know. I might be just making that up. Huzzah! 90 tons of iron ore.
I thought that I would win during this session.
It takes 24 hours to play one game, and this will be. We're coming up to about hour 9, I think.
Right then.
No, I shouldn't be even halfway there.
Yeah, reliability 69%.
Yes, the reliability goes up as the vehicles have been in service longer, but goes down the older a given vehicle is. So if you use
Right.
cutting edge technology, it breaks down a lot. If you use old technology, it's great, but trains get knackered.
Well, I just got $8,000 out of that transfer. Happy days, lad.
I'm
That
gonna
dollar.
I'm gonna just pay off your loan, by the way. So you're not
Oh,
paying
thank
interest on
you.
it. Let's have a look.
I can't
So
help you.
your company stations, I can look at those. I can see that Tarfingfield Mines is beginning to back up with ore a little bit.
Yes, that's because I've only got one train on there. I was just doing the run
Also,
to see.
it's also a very short train.
Yes. That was sort of what I could afford at the time.
Upgrading that would probably be good. Bear in mind you can get about 130,000 out of your loan.
Yes. Which I probably will say, return to depot.
I got about 4,000 passengers that are waiting for a line that has been demolished. Wonder what I can do with those people.
Bob? Yeah. Train's late. Yeah. How long have you been waiting? 14 years.
Should we give up?
Typical
You're joking,
national
mate.
railway train, then, isn't it?
You're joking, mate. I'm 6 in the queue. I'm waiting and I'm going to get straight on.
Well, now that I have deleted all the connections, now they seem to reroute.
So I take it that 7 is what I want there, because times 7. 7.0 is the length for the train.
7.0 is the ideal length. That's why if it's longer than that, you exponentially takes too long to load. Because I once did a situation. I once made a train about 1,000 units long, and so it could be in both stations at once. So it just turns around and doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't work. It takes like 15 years to load and 15 years to unload. I'm like,
But imagine if it worked.
That would have been so hacksy.
Yeah.
But maybe not load it full. Like load only 1% of it.
yeah, I did try. I really did.
Right. I feel like possibly adding the extra carriages onto that might not have been worth it. Might have been just worth getting another train.
What, to make your train longer?
No, get another. Yeah, not getting extra carriages. Make another train.
But you did not tell it to wait. So at Tarfingfield Mine, so go to the orders of Iron 1.
So I'm at it. Show train orders. There we go.
Cool. And click on Tarfingfield Mines.
Ah, right.
And
So
then click full load any cargo.
full load any.
And that
There
will
we go.
wait until it's full.
Coolio. Now that is the big brain play.
Do you guys know of any Vauxhall games that aren't bright and cheerful and Nintendo looking?
When you said Vauxhall, I thought you were about the car there for a second.
Yeah, same. I was like, what?
No, it's Vauxhall. Yeah.
Vauxhall.
7 Days to Die is the only one that comes to mind.
Dwarf Engineers.
Dwarf
Not Dwarf Engineers.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic. That's the one.
Yeah.
I've been playing that a lot recently.
I'm doing this thing where I've got this game I play it with indie devs. They go, I have this great new brilliant original idea, and I'm like, okay, tell me about it. I'll tell you what it's done for. No, it's original. And they go blah 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 blah, and I go, oh, You mean like Herzog 2 on the Mega Drive? Oh, I've not played that. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist or you've got an original idea. Just mean you
You weren't alive when
you
it was
were-
out.
Well, you just
Possibly, yeah.
weren't aware of it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
Let me just look through my Steam library. I got like 700 games on there. There should be something on there.
Off the top of my head, the ones that I've played are quite bright, so yeah.
Because I played Trove earlier, and I want the hour of my life back, even though I was being paid to play it.
Interesting.
Oh, come on, Nayum 2. We're waiting for a feed path. Get it sorted.
Oh, something's happened at
To be fair, I've
Toffee
not played it in a
now.
while, so it might be even worse than it was back
Whoever
then.
cooked it up didn't think about who's this? Oh,
Where? Who? What?
okay, I'll fix it. It's alright, I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Does
I'll change
Colony
that
Survival
place.
count as bright?
Is what that's right?
Colony Survival.
Oni Survival.
Colony Survival.
Connolly, like Ant.
Have you not heard of this game?
No.
Okay, this is a fairly recent one. Oh, 2017. Fuck, never mind. It's not that recent. though, yeah,
Red's getting
Astroneer?
old.
Astroneer's one.
Astroneer, you think it's dark and gritty, not bright and colourful. Shut up.
Not dark and gritty, but it's like not as bright as some of them. None of the Batman games, obviously.
I like the way Colony Survival. It's another one of those. Never came out of early access.
Yeah.
Stop. Oh no, they're still patching it. Holy shit! It's been in early access for 3 years. Sort it out. Oh my god, that looks awful. Like, some of it looks nice, and some of it looks just so bad.
From what I remember, the gameplay was quite nice, but I wasn't a massive fan of how it looked. Though.
You see, this is the thing. Just looks like Minecraft. To me, I'm not that much of. There's a limit to what you can do with the voxel look, the pure block, the bloxel look, rather than the voxel, because No Man's Sky is voxels, and Astroneer is voxels, but this game is bloxels. And I'm just trying to argue my point that bloxels, I think, have had their day.
What about Space Engineers?
Yeah, I suppose. The thing is, that's futuristic rather than.
Fantasy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like, what is the Dark Souls of voxels? Yeah, it's that sort of dark, gritty, shitty-looking, crap controls, overrated.
Cyberpunk, because everything looks like voxels.
That's not voxels.
No, 'cause all of the missing textures make it look like that before they even render in. At least on my PC, anyway. But
Oh, they reckon they patched it, and apparently they never had any issues during development. I'm like, so for those of us who've been in the industry a while, I want to see the oh shit, I forgot the name. Antiblock. The waiver sheet for that game. You don't get to release that without promising you're going to fix it, and they didn't.
Wah, wah.
Anti-chamber has a voxel engine aspect to it.
Oh, that's true, actually. Although I don't know what kind of aesthetic you call that. That's a bit of a weird one.
So what
Yeah,
game?
realistic at
Doom.
least.
Antichamber.
Oh, was that the one by Kim?
Jong-un?
No, what? No, he doesn't write games. He rules China. No, the one by Kim. What's her face? Who did Portal?
Antichamber was by Alexander Demroth Bruce, apparently.
Fuck's that.
I don't know. That's what Google says their name is. What else have they worked on? Let's have a look.
And he's
There you don't build the environment, but you can place the stuff, which is in a voxel fashion.
Oh yeah, it's mostly aesthetic style. I'm just curious if there are any. I struggle to think of any. You say?
Yeah, I'm just going through my library, seeing if I've got anything that's in there. Fortress Craft Evolved, that's dark and gritty.
Thank you. That's not what people say. People tell me it's way too bright and
Minecraft.
colourful, and I'm like,
Really?
yeah, and I'm like, fuck you. What I've said was that is my vision for the game, and at that point, people shut up. I love that. They'll argue with you, going, "I don't like it." Well, that was the vision I wanted for my game, and I'm like, "Oh, that's all right then." Yeah, you don't want to compromise your artistic vision. I'm glad you had one. And I'm like, well, I like. I mean, when I play Dungeon Defenders, I play it with saturation up. I like my eyeballs to be seared with color because, like, when I really got into games, it was, you know, it was Quake. It was brown.
Lovely beiges everywhere. So I'm down to H. We're still going.
What was the one by Radiant Worlds that I worked on? Oh God, I'm having to Google it. There was a Radiant Worlds voxel game, and I worked on it. Sky Saga.
So if it's going away, does it mean that Fortress Craft is moving away from the block log?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I have tried very hard to.
Last time, resin and water might have been rounded, but there was texture problems with the
Yes,
actual terrain.
I am going to be avoiding the marching cubes approach as marching cubes as a mesh generation technique is widely documented and easy. As a UV generation technique, apparently no one's ever succeeded at this. Everyone just uses triplanar, and it just does not work for what I want. Oh, Iron One is on his way.
Yeah, I can't think of any others actually. I'm just like to check my library.
Look at my boy go. I'm so proud of him.
See what I come up with.
So remember, the broader you make the corners, the faster your train will go.
Yes, however, he has just gone straight into the depot.
Sometimes you can put depots as part of the order. So before it goes back to the on the way back, you see. Let me update the order. So you go to Tarfanfield Mines, full load, then Tompole Bridge, and then you can say go to the depot.
Go to the depot and get repaired.
And service. So it will be service on the way out when it doesn't matter. So right now, the longer it takes to get there, the less money you make.
Mm.
And your route's long, but it's not too bad. There's a nasty corner right at the end, though.
Yeah.
Now it's been fixed.
My monkey brain was kind of like, just go quickest route, and then didn't do the
Monkey
quickest
brain
route.
engage.
Yeah. Reject humanity, return to monkey.
Oh, I forgot the guys that made RuneScape made a voxel game at one point. A little shooter game called Ace of Spades. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, part that was supposed to be the same, or it was likened to a bit like Minecraft with more shooting or something, wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
everything voxel's likened to Minecraft, isn't it?
of course it is. Yeah,
Well,
that's
it always will be.
well. That's why Sean was very much so. No Man's Sky uses voxels, and then was like, it's nothing like Minecraft. No, and they basically didn't mention the fact their terrain was completely destructible because of the Minecraft similarity. Yeah, it was really funny because I was at the pub with a whole bunch of Hello Games, and just about the point where they were getting all the abuse off the internet, and it was funny because so I met Griff. He's their lead graphics coder, and he's like, "Oh, we're getting all this abuse. I know," and I'm like, I said, I know, and he goes, "You don't understand what it's like. You don't understand what we're getting." I go, "Oh, I do." He goes, "No one can understand." And Ian, who's the network coder, goes, "No." He goes, "We just pissed off normal people. Adam pissed off all the Minecraft fans. They're a very rabid, obsessive lot. Not entirely, obviously, that would be weird, but you do get a lot of people who absolutely are incredibly into the game. And I received death threats, DDoSing, phone calls, people threatening to come round, random FaceTimes from people who worked out my email address and just FaceTiming me. It was just insane, the stuff that happened.
I'm curious if that's actually a proportional difference in the people that play that game, or if it's just because of the sheer number of people. Yeah, there's probably more like nuts people in that group because of that.
I mean, Warcraft, Minecraft, like Fortress Craft, Minecraft appeals to a certain type of person. So if you are autistic, if you love order in stuff, you are going to gravitate towards that sort of thing. It's like when I started getting into 3D printing, and it turns out half the fucking Fortress Craft community is into 3D printing. I kind of went, I should have probably worked this out. But yeah, I couldn't say. I suspect is a somewhat higher proportion because of the very rigidly ordered nature of the game. But you are quite right. I mean, it still is, the biggest of the big in just a crazy amount of
Here's a
people.
game for you that might be considered it. A game called Minimum.
I remember that game. Is that game still alive?
No, it's dead.
It's an online shooter with RTS and RPG elements.
Yeah, just like the design of it, sort of thing. Just the blockiness, sort of.
Honestly, that game was quite fun when I played it.
It was a little bit fun.
Oh man, it's all like giant mechs punching each other.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, they're all actually just person sized, as far as I remember. Oh no, wait, no. Depending on the character, I think depending on the character you played, they're all different sizes. So you can play as like a really small character or like a massive one.
Oh yeah, that actually looks really cool. Hold on, let me bring that picture up on stream. Yeah, that looks ace.
Yeah, shame you can't buy it anymore, but.
Oh well.
It's dead, Jim.
Here's a question for you, right? Here's a morally ambiguous question.
Oh, is it?
God.
Wait, hold on. So, Brett, Max is about to ask you something about murdering people. Go.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not about murdering. No, I was just curious because I needed to get a hold of an SNTP server, and so asked the project team what they used, and went, okay, bought a copy of that. Off to the company it goes, installed it, no problem. Turns out this company a couple of years later went bust, and you can't get their software anymore or licenses. But as soon as I have the backup of the license key and the software, I could just go and install it anywhere I liked. And as soon as the company's gone bust, where do I stand if I want to use it again?
Legally?
Well, legally, I've obviously used it, and that'd be naughty. But there's no company there to go and sue me. So
sorry, Andy's mum just killed somebody else. She's on fire. I will sort this out. Now, the question is, this is the argument for abandonware. And as I've mentioned before, I try not to offer opinions on things. I try to just offer facts and truth. Is anyone being hurt? Are you depriving somebody of revenue by pirating it?
No. Because the company doesn't exist, so I couldn't give the money to them even if I could. Then
it is legally not okay, but morally fine. That's the short answer, and that's the reason behind abandonware. Because people are like, so I've got MAME. I have got a whole bunch of legally owned ROMs. Now I've got thousands more I can't because I can't buy them. But I specifically bought the Midway Arcade Collection, which is an Xbox game with it's literally MAME. It's literally MAME for the Xbox, and it has like 40 games on it, and that's it. And I bought it because I knew for a fact that's how it worked, and I knew for a... What's that noise? Oh, never mind. And I knew for a fact that if I bought it, I then owned the ROMs for Gauntlet, and there was no argument whether or not I could play Gauntlet under emulation, because I had absolutely 100% definitely paid for it. But there are not many games I can do that for. So you have the situation that, legal or not, piracy is your only option. So, and the other thing is, no court in the land would ever convict you for pirating that. No one would say you're a bad person. I mean, I've tried to get hold of people, old game developers, to sort of chat with them about, I'd like to do a remake of your game, and sometimes you just can't get hold of them. And you're like, well, shall I just do it and put a big thing? I've tried to get hold of the developer. and I can't. And then if it's your game, let me know. But yeah, it can be tricky with old software, unfortunately. So yeah, go for it.
Good faith effort to try to contact. Will persuade a court, maybe. That kind of thing can count.
Persuade what? Sorry.
Like a court might, if you have tried to contact the licensor and have unable to reach them, that might be a thing that makes it more okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's never going to go to court though, because if it's going to go to court, the first thing they would do is contact you, going, "You're pirating our software," and you go like, "Oh, I tried to get hold of you. Yeah, cool. Here's your $40." It's only if you then go, "Well, I'm going to pirate it. There's nothing you can do," and they decide they can make money out of you by taking you to court. Now, given that you have got one copy of this piece of software, and assuming you're not selling it, they're only going to take you to court for $40. They're not going to take you to court. It just won't happen. So you're in the clear legally, or at least realistically. Why can't you
Are physical copies in a different position on what they grant license to? Do you actually buy physical copies when you only license the software versions?
Well, when you buy a physical copy, you do not own that. You have bought a license to use it.
But if you
can't buy software.
You publicly broadcast it. If I buy a CD and play it in a concert in a big playback device, I have my copy. I have right to do this.
No, you don't, because you specifically
as a public broadcast,
as a public performance, you absolutely do not have the right to do that. That right has been very specifically removed from you.
That's why you need a license to play a radio in a shop.
And apparently now it's play on Twitch.
Well, yeah. I think I have no sympathy for all these Twitch people who've been using fucking commercial music on their broadcasts. And like putting in, I like big butts and I cannot lie when you get a subscription or something. Like, you are literally pirating other people's music to make money from it. Like, I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. Why did you think you'd be able to get away with this forever?
I guess the only weird thing that is sometimes an issue is like, what if you're like an IRL streamer and you walk down a street and there's some music playing and it gets picked up by the stream? And then you get banned for that.
That'd be a small amount, wouldn't it?
You are still rebroadcasting music you do not have the license to. Whether or not you did it accidentally is beside the point.
See, one thing that gets me as well is there's some games out there that say you do not have permission to stream this or to record yourself playing this.
Yep, nearly all Nintendo stuff where they don't allow you to do that, Nintendo. And they will DMCA you if you try.
Nintendo's, don't you have to like apply to them to like be able to do it with a Nintendo or something?
There might be a route to do it, but they not necessarily they will DMCA you, but they might.
What is DMCA?
Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Millennium. Essentially, they can say to you, Millennium. They can say to you, take it off the internet, and you don't go to court. It goes.
That's kind of a patchwork thing, and it's US centric. We could come up with like better laws about how to go about this.
The DMCA is widely abused in many ways, sometimes for good, sometimes for evil. So Blizzard have used it for good. They used it to shut down Glider, and I am very, very happy about that.
What's Glider?
Glider was a program that sat in the RAM of your computer while you were running Warcraft and manipulated variables.
Interesting.
Not illegal though, is it?
Yes, not.
So what they did is they used the DMCA because Glider was making a copy of parts of Warcraft inside the RAM. And that was how they got it taken down. And I'm like, but I'm all for it. Glider was a real problem inside the Warcraft community. You just see dozens and dozens of bots walking around, no humans there, completely ruining the game. So full marks, but you also get people like, if you do a DMCA takedown, you should go and fucking check. They'll just take it down. They'll take it down, and it's your job to then prove you do have rights to it. When I streamed this game last, I got a copyright strike for playing a mid-vial of The Entertainer, and I'm like, that's from 1897. I don't understand. How could I? First of all, if it was a recording of that, it's out of copyright. but it's not. It's a mid file. You can't copyright a mid file because I am playing it back. Like if I play it back on a different computer, it will sound different because it's using a different MIDI patch. So I have no idea what's going on. But it was Warner Brothers that gave me the copyright strike. So I was like, right.
Mate.
Oh, I contested it. I'm like, right then, you get to watch me play Transport Tycoon, you fucks. So some poor fuck had to sit through me on a 4-hour stream to find the bit where I played the entertainer, so they could. And in the end, they caved and just said, "Yeah, it's fine."
They didn't want to watch you play Transport Tycoon.
Apparently not. Oh, Max, your turnaround isn't airlocked A to B.
Is what? It is.
Got another
another
voxel game for you.
Hold on. So the train,
Staxel.
The train on the top right was waiting for the train on the bottom left, and the train on the bottom left was waiting for the train on the top right because you had no signals between the left and the right hand sides. It was one piece of track.
Yeah, my default's called something stupid. So.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that gamed up?
Staxel. 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 It's a Minecraft-esque type one.
Yeah. Still just looks
like quite a vague description when you're talking about voxel games, because that is most of them.
No, but like it is a literally Minecraft-esque type one, like
okay.
Dig and build.
Yeah. At least that one's got high-res blocks though. God damn, that's a lot. See, that's the thing. That's a lot of polygons in those blocks.
Boy. Oh my, yeah, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played Dyson, so I don't know.
Dyson's fair, it's alright.
Yeah.
I played like an hour and a half of it and
I'm like single player, don't care.
Played an hour and a half and kind of got bored of it a little bit, but
but it's really good. Single player, don't care. I'm like, what's that game? Not Planetarian. Planetary Annihilation. I'm like, yeah, it looks good. Got bored. Like, great trailer. Total. Planetary Annihilation had a great trailer, and that's when you realise they made a great trailer, got their Kickstarter funded, and couldn't work out how to make a good game out of it.
I take it you played Factorio then.
I played Factorio because it cloned Fortress Craft. It just fucking gregariously. And they were brazen about it. And I called them out on Twitter because they copied the Spider Bot. And the response was, "Oh, haha! Don't you remember Wild Wild West?" And I was like, "You're fucking joking me, right? You're saying you weren't inspired by the other logistics game with an 8-legged walking friendly robot. You were inspired by Wild Wild West." Like, I genuinely couldn't believe a professional studio would come back with that rather than the correct response was, yeah, we played Fortress Craft, we love it, we hope you don't mind, we really like it. Because I'd be like, cool, I'm really pleased you like it. But just this sort of not admitting where you were inspired from. Like Fortress Craft, the original Fortress Craft, despite Notch saying, can't believe he didn't credit me, I responded Notch with a picture of the credits where he's in it. It credited Minecraft, Infiniminer, Dwarf Fortress, all things that inspired me. And it even had the quote, which I was quite pleased of. It said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Didn't stop Notch just saying what he'd heard that I hadn't credited him. But
yeah, another one for you, Unturned. It's a zombie survival one.
I haven't heard about that one in ages. Is that still in early access?
9 out of 10.
Probably.
It sounds like one of those games that's probably still in early access.
It is not. It's free as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a from what I remember playing it.
Oh, fuck me, that looks awful. So this is what I mean. There's Minecraft, which may or may not look good, and then there's that. Fucking hell. Oh, it's retro looking. No game ever looked like that. Oh my god, I'm trying to find any screenshots that look good.
Oh god, that looks like a shit version of Roblox.
Yeah, well, Roblox is something we've been chatting as well. Do you know how big Roblox is?
Very.
Wrong. It's even bigger than that. Roblox is insanely big, but doesn't really get talked about, and I've never worked out why. One of my very minor regrets, I was at GDC 8-9 years ago, something like that, and I met up with the Roblox guys. They chatted them. Oh, I've done it cool. Yeah, I haven't played it. Yeah, I've done a box game. Oh, Fortune goes, come and work for me. I will pay for you to move to San Francisco right now to come and work for us. And at the time, I was like, no, I'm happy doing my own thing. If I'd known, and he offered me shares, and I'm like, if I'd known what would have happened with Roblox, I would have been like, you know what, I damn well will, because oh my god, did Roblox
Good old Captain Hindsight.
Yeah, well,
you say the same thing about stocks, can't you? So.
Well, my only other potential regret was I didn't join Molecule Media when I had the chance. Molecule Media. So I did end up working on Little Big Planet 3 many years later, but I do kind of wish that I had joined them at the time, because Little Big Planet just went on to become just so nice. But yeah, hindsight is 2020. As they say as well.
2021 now.
Forewarned is forearmed. That's a little bit expensive when it comes to buying gloves.
Oh, that's terrible.
2020 is behind us.
Woo. And Max, have you seen Great Sluntfield South? It is now surrounded.
Is that what?
Surrounded.
Ooh.
Thankfully, it's quite efficient, but there is no more room.
Amazing. Get your slumps here. What?
Slumpfield.
There are some bits that Dyson Sphere does differently on the automation Canada bit.
I need to have another look at what games are coming out this year, actually.
Yeah, like I say, it was all right, but I just felt like it was sort of a more 3D version of Factorio.
Uh-huh. Which game, sorry?
Dyson
Sphere.
Dyson Sphere. Yeah, but it's single player, so I'm like, CS255, I used to work with the guy who wrote the Factorio engine, Allegro. And he laughed his fucking... Like, I worked with him at the point where he stopped work. He was developing it in, 2000. And he laughed so much at the fact that Factorio was using it. What's that one that it's a logistics game with trains? And I think it's got the word city or town in it.
City Skylines?
No.
City Skylines?
No. Vauxhall. Logistics. Is it called City... It looks so good.
Factory Town or something?
Oh, that's sad. It looks fabulous. And I keep seeing it going, oh, look at this. Beautiful. Oh, lovely graphics, lovely style, nice and bright. And then you got these little things going along. Yeah, I'm putting it on the stream.
Oh,
and
okay.
all this shit, and it's got all the automation that makes me tingly in my special place. Look at that. Oh, yeah, single player. Yeah, great. Incidentally, when you watch the bit that's not the trailer, it looks an awful lot less exciting. He's just uploaded 3 minutes of about 10 minutes of video compressed into 3 minutes. You're like, yeah, it doesn't look quite so good.
What's it called?
Factory Town. Looks great. Single player.
It just seemed like the kind of game that could easily be multiplayer.
Yeah, that is that's kind of the visual style that I want for my train game.
Yeah, I played that for a little bit and then was like, it's good, but it's single player.
Yeah.
So even if I could convince people to get it, be able to play it with them.
But Factorio has inserters, and I have always thought that they are a little clunky. Dyson Sphere has these sorters, which are like inserters, but they're way more sensible. But in Fortress Craft you can put stuff into storage and it doesn't cost any power. The sorters cost power, so you have to use power to access storage.
Does that not mean you can end up deadlocked without being able to get into the storage?
Not really. And it's kind of weird because there are lots of energy systems in Dyson Sphere. But you start with a wind turbine, which gives out the flat, always gives out energy. And it's not particularly inefficient. Or if you just overdo it, as people in these circles tend to do, power becomes very trivial. Or like there are scaling issues with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
later systems care about line of sight and something, but you have wind turbine that doesn't care about night or day and just always gives power.
Like, the only thing I think that Dyson Sphere's got going for it, in my opinion, is the fact that you can go to other planets and do it that way.
Yeah, that bit's nice, but it has phasing issues. The flight model is interesting in that picking up speed uses up a lot of energy.
Oh, yes.
And it kind of solves the thing that we talked about in sneaky spaceships. If you allow the player to accelerate, you go into the play pattern where you hit accelerate until you retro boost or hit brakes. In Dyson Sphere, you run out of energy. So you do a beginning burn and then glide long way and then maybe brake at the destination.
So you've got essentially a capacitor that fills slowly. Yeah. So I mean, you could say it's a water-based boost. So you have to heat the water up to 100 to steam, so you can eject it as steam. So that's not it's not a bad idea. I do need to go back to sneaky spaceships at some point. I have just been way too busy. I'm literally, if I'm awake, 3 hours of my day are not spent working, and that's these 3 hours. So 3.5 hours tonight. So I do thank you.
What is happening with the Goods Train 1, by the way?
Well, I think it's fine. Goods Train 1.
It's doing stupid stuff. It's full of goods, but it takes a really circuitous route to get to the airport. Tarfingfield Airport. Yeah, it's coming out the.
Well, did you break the route?
Maybe at some point in the past, but it's not the way to the airport anymore. I don't know which way it should be taking.
Is it going to have... So it should now take a left. Oh, it can't. Okay, so I have to go around the long way, but hopefully it takes a left soon.
Yeah, it's come down to the lost trains turning around thing. But why?
That's fine. Let's see where it goes.
That's not the route to take. That's not the route to get to where it wants to go. It then goes batshit and goes left again. Right again.
Yeah, no, this will take a left, I hope.
Yeah, you hoping?
Yeah, it takes a left.
Okay.
Reese, I looked up I looked at minimum because I was curious what happened to it. Apparently, at one point, it was failing horribly, and they got rescued by Atari and then failed again.
So I should turn right, and then do a 180 degree.
That seemed somewhat about right.
And then take a left. Oh, wait for the other train.
That's Brockway. Yeah.
Yeah, Tarfingfield Airport's there. So I take a left, and then a left again. That looks good.
Okay. And that in relation to where it was.
Okay, so now then it's going to Tarfingfield Mill. So hopefully it should just come out of there.
Did it even think about unloading?
Oh, well, it hasn't arrived yet. So give it a sec. Yeah, there you go. Unloading. Tickety bonk, tickety bonk. There you go. Made 6,000. Then it should loop round to the left. It may be Tarfingfield Mill to there.
Airport.
Oh, yeah. Let me just put a sign down. Go to I'll put a sign down.
You
are.
It does a bit of a loop, that's all.
Yeah, do you see These were up and right. You've put a signal that's the other way. So now it has to come out of there.
Where's So I'm not seeing the signs.
Just by Goods Train 1.
Go over.
Just by Goods Train 1 there. I've done something to make the bloody signs do something stupid.
Reese, you never guess what? At the weekend I was watching some Twitch streams of some card game tournaments. One of them was the Yu-Gi-Oh one, and you'll never guess what topped. Fucking Gravekeepers.
Oh, what?
So every deck in the meta loses to Necro Valley.
I do not see the sign, sorry.
What?
God's sakes.
I don't see how you can't see the sign. I'll put you a picture on Discord.
I'm looking at Tarfingfield Mill.
Yeah, so zoom out one. I mean, you zoomed in all the way or something silly.
Yes.
Well, then you're not going to see something near Tarfingfield Mill.
Oh, there. I see, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not my bit of track.
A
shortcut was put in.
Yes, and when I left it, before you put signals on, it was going bottom left to top right. You put signals on back
it's supposed to go through the big tunnel.
What?
It's supposed to go through the big tunnel.
You can't just say the same thing again. It's supposed to go through...
Is it not?
You
see, you could just go right there.
The signal's in the wrong direction, but unless have you done that on purpose?
No, I've reversed the... right, let's see what's happened there. So, yes, I have reversed it on purpose. The trains come out of that tunnel. That would crash into it.
Nothing can come down that line. If you go to the northwest of it, look at the junction shape. Nothing can come down that line in any way, shape, or form ever. But that's why.
So which way should it be going?
Well, this was bottom left to top right. So trains could go up there and then go to Tarfingfield, wherever the fuck it was going.
Okay.
Hold on, can we not? Is there not a? Oh, no, there's an even shorter. Bugger. I'll tell you what, though.
I'll fix it. Let's do that. That makes it very obvious what I need to fix later, next time.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get off to bed.
Yeah, me too. But
I had a bloody tough day and I want some fun. So. Fuck you, customers.
Adam, here's a question.
Are we not doing phrasing then?
Wait, what?
No. Customers
Seriously, not doing phrasing anymore?
No, it's the I'm off to bed to have fun.
No.
I mean, if that's your thing, I guess.
Oh, there you go. Shift X. That's cool.
No, Adam, since you obviously work with multiplayer a lot, since you like multiplayer stuff, do you think it's better to have a game where you can have someone host a server for it in the long run?
Yes.
Because obviously, games where it's hosted by the game. Yeah.
Stop asking me. The answer is yes. I've spent the last 2 days with Rob working out costings for game.
It's expensive, isn't it?
We are currently at a point where, unless I work out something, the game that Rob and I are working on will deliver 1 petabyte of data a month.
Jesus.
And how much will that cost? Do you know? Or is that just...
Beta, it's 1,000 for Terra.
It's 1,000 terabytes, yeah.
And Terra is 1,000 gigabytes.
Yes.
1,024.
$40,000 a month. So so the issue is, if you're not monetizing your game properly, you are literally paying people to play your game. That's the problem. So writing a multiplayer game is easy. Monetizing a multiplayer game is hard.
Harder, yeah.
Getting people to play it is fairly difficult, but the example I use is the Tribes Ascend. So Tribes Ascend is widely hailed as how to do free-to-play. They were at a free-to-play conference, they were there, they won a bunch of awards, and it was hailed as how to do it. It's super generous to player, it doesn't make you do it. This is the poster child for free-to-play games in the future. And he went up to take the award, and it's fucking brilliant. He goes, we thank you for your kind words, and it's very nice you think that. However, we've just lost $65 million on this, and we're shuttering the servers in 2 weeks. Thanks for the nice words, though. So, yeah, you can have games that are massive successes. Unfortunate Spacemen was a paid-for game that didn't do very well, went free-to-play with 1 piece of DLC. I don't know why anyone would have paid for. So, situations like that where they could have made an absolute killing, and instead they had no way of monetizing their customer base.
No, it's just something I was thinking about, because obviously games that have the ability to host your own servers in the long run, I don't want to say don't die, but obviously it means people can go back and play them still.
Yes. Conversely, you wouldn't believe how many people are A, playing on mobile internet and try and host a server, B, live out in the middle of the sticks and try and host a server, C, after much discussion, the phrase "my dad doesn't let me change the router settings" come up. Doesn't know what UPnP is, don't know what port forwarding is, and Comcast don't let you forward ports on your router. They have to port forward ports for you remotely. Oh, yes.
Interesting.
And I have discovered all of these things, and I'm like, what do you mean, UPnP? Oh, I read on the internet UPnP is a security hazard. I'm like, dude, if there's someone running a piece of software on your computer to open up ports, you're already fucked. The idea, once upon a time, there was a situation where you could do UPnP opening ports from the outside, which is, of course, a major issue, but hasn't been a major issue in about 20 years or something. So,
right.
Fortress Craft is a self-hosted game, and I've run into all of these issues.
Is there do you think there's a happy between point then? I guess you have stuff like TF2 as an example that comes to mind, where you have the official servers, but then you also have player hosted, right?
Well, yes. So Minecraft, most of the money in Minecraft is in server hosting. So Fortress Craft also offers server hosting, and I'm pretty sure they've never paid me. But there's a lot of money in that. And that is the way to go. You host, so Aston, you're a bunch of fucks. You can host for 8-player servers, but you can rent 12-player servers. You And they're like, oh, because we don't think people on home connections will do it. And I'm like, I'll hire a box on a gigabit internet connection. Shut the fuck up and don't be such greedy cunts. It's so obvious they're doing it. And to lie and say we're doing it so people have got the best servers to play, and I'm like, now no one believes you, and you've just made yourself look like real twats. So yeah.
Didn't you just say about the not port forwarding and having bad internet connection? That thing really happens.
Yeah, constantly, all the time, and this is the drawback. You think everyone is reasonably tech savvy and UPnP just works and it's all fine, and then you're like, actually, I just got so much tech support on this. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, just turn on UPnP. I don't know what that is. Well, just forward the port. I don't know how to do that. I'm like, seriously? Okay.
And you're trying to set up a server.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes I mean that'd be my response after a while, which is, you get someone else to host it in the nicest possible way. You are not suitable to host a server. But there was a lot of people in slightly more rural areas. They have got wired and wireless internet, so it's a hybrid internet. And what you do is your upload and your signaling comes from your wired, and download comes wireless. So
that's weird.
You have almost no. You don't need much upload. Just enough to say
true.
this web page, please. Lots of people with unlimited data connections are trying to host it. I'm like, okay, it's very quick when you're downloading a YouTube video because it's linear and you can buffer ahead. When the data was only sent from the server 50 milliseconds ago, and you get a slight hiccup in the RF, it will negatively affect the players, massively negatively affect them. It won't be just, oh, that was a bit, you get what appears to be horrible pings, but it's actually just an awful lot of resends. So, yeah. Although,
right, I should wish you a good night, guys.
No, see you tomorrow for horses.
Okay. Night.
Night. So yeah, your best bet is to offer the ability for people to host their own servers, but also for people to offer the ability. I wouldn't bother offering official servers. I would personally just offer. What the fuck is this?
I'll wait for them to host their own.
No, approach a hosting company and get them to host it. Sorry, this train just left and came back in again.
Yeah, it's something I was thinking about because I was just looking through like Steam libraries and stuff and old games I used to play, and it's like,
oh, these are dead now because you physically can't get a server.
A lot of the time, it's the first-person shooters though, because they were hosting the servers for X or Y reason, and the game died because they couldn't afford to pay for it, and now you just can't play it at all because of that.
Well, we played what the fuck? How? Anyway, we played Akron a couple of weeks ago, and Schalke had to give us a hack to remove the force of the old multiplayer lobby system because it's gone. So Fortress Craft's lobby system is hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Rob's had to migrate it through 2 different places. Bless him. Thank you, Rob. So yes.
So same happens or doesn't happen with Fortress Craft?
Hopefully not.
Reece, do you remember playing Loadout?
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting one.
Well, I'm making very much money. I'm set for this evening.
Yes, I am just about going to shut the server down until this time next week. Where are we? I think we are slightly over halfway through. So the game runs to 2030. So the goal is to get 1,000 rating by 2030. Right now, Schalke is doing the best. Rob is 3rd, which is impressive considering he hasn't played the game since 1956. I don't know who Yellow is, and you can see here Doc just beginning to pull away, and Esmir nice and flat.
I really don't know how many yonks it's been.
How many?
7 years.
Jesus Christ. We were 15, dude.
But thank you all for watching. I hope wherever you are in the world, your lockdown is not too shit. And we'll see you all tomorrow for bugging around on horses. Specifically in a computer game rather than actually bugging around on horses, which is very dangerous, and do not try it.